who has asked me has been tested, which is a good amount of people. I think things are good.
All right. Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome everybody to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 19. We are on Parsec tonight, and boy, oh boy, what a night it is going to be. We have 15 people signed up for the bracket tonight, all competing to earn a shot at winning a portion of our current prize pool, which is sitting at a ridiculous $427.33. I don't know how this happened. I don't know what in the world is going to be in store for the rest of the night. That is how we're starting.
Mm-hmm.
And and on the mic, commentating for you all, is the wonderful, the legendary Kraken Atkins and his co-commentator, the up-and-coming Lawn Lily. How are you two doing tonight?
I woke up this morning. I had my honey bunches of oats and cream with coffee, not coffee with cream, because I like my coffee to be super light, to make a couple calls, do some work. And I said, hey, today's Wednesday. Last week's WNF was cool. I want to maintain that hype and donate $40 to the Match Arena pot. And little did I know, it was going to escalate to nearly 11 times that amount. You're all insane. This is a weekly, but you're all so much appreciated, all right? We have an insane bracket happening where this is like the most amount of Parsec interest we've ever had. This is the highest WNF pot we've ever had for BBTAG. So truly appreciate all of you for that. And I won't stretch this out for too much longer. Just thanks. This is nuts.
Yeah, nuts is indeed really true. I also didn't expect for this weekly tournament to ever reach this high of a number for the potential pot. Of course, I really appreciate everyone and anyone that is donated to the pot, but like Atkins has said, y'all are crazy. I love you, but y'all are crazy for donating this much money to this this Match Arena pot. It's just absolutely crazy. That's all I can really say.
The only real sentiments I want to give, look, this is for two movements, all right? This is for the movement of hashtag PlayBBTAG, and this is for the movement of hashtag BBTAG for CEO 2021, all right? That is what this is in the spirit of. So we have fantastic night of BBTAG action, 15 entrants in the bracket, some familiar faces, some new faces, plenty of sick faces, and I just can't wait to get started.
No, Diddley, I knew it. Diddley, no, I knew it. Ah!
What?
Shut us!
The world?
I knew it! I literally said beforehand that if Diddley doesn't show up and she donates at least $100, it's gonna be crazy. And here she is, donating $177, putting this pot at exactly $600. And you know what? I'm not gonna even... I'm not gonna say anything more. All I'll say is thank you, Diddley, for donating $177. But I told everybody.
Look.
Okay, you're not gonna say anything more. I just want to point out this is a weekly. What is happening? What is this?
Look, I will say a couple more things. The usual, WNF2021_19 BBTAG for the free 50-cent donation. I know looking at that number, you may be looking at that contribution code and saying,
what's the point?
Honestly, I'm not. Look, there's a free 50-cent donation code. Like, if you want to use it, we'd appreciate it. There's Twitter and follow sponsor requests that you can check out on the side that donates more free money. Match Arena Marketplace, if you want to receive something for direct donations. Chitin Books always hooks us up with the latest and greatest manga in the land. There's so much in here now, guys, like Loner Life, Another World Series, Chef That's Gonna Be Soccer Series, My Dad's Speedball VTubers, and a couple more, just to name a few. Chitin Books, you already know what it is. And so there's some merch, Quintessential Quintuplets, Girls Frontline, Fate Go, Princess Connectors Early, and Keychains and Charms. And if you want to, multiple people have, do a direct donation. Diddley has done with $172. Thank you. You're insane, but thank you. Paul, like literally. So I'll get to that later. Thank you to Paul, Master Cheap, Mystery Racer, Scrub, myself, and Ebonic Plague. Like there's so many of you. You're all insane, but thank you. Jumping back to Paul real quick. So these are on Parsec servers. They're hosted by Paul A. So like. Yeah, he's donated 100. If you want to show your gratitude for him hosting servers and donating $100 to Pot, you can support him directly. Exclamation point PS in the chat will bring up the Ko-fi link. You can donate to the upkeep of these Parsec servers. And I'm stumbling over my words. This is nuts.
No, that's 100% justified. I'm still in shock at the fact that this is how things have turned out. But yeah, this is where we're at, and I'm just making sure bracket's okay because we have a lot of people here that have fought a lot round one in the past, so I'm making sure we have this as clean as possible because I mean players deserve that for looking at whatever this bracket pod is that I still can't believe it. This is a weekly. This isn't a major or anything like that.
Absolutely, just
You know,
I just wanted to donate $40.
You started this. You know, this is the domino effect that you ended up starting. Just want you to know.
y'all, I love y'all, but please, for the love of God, buy some food.
Oh man.
All right. I should have bracket set up, finalized. If people are gonna raise a hissy fit now, I've spent the last 5 minutes making sure this is fine. So that's it. It's done. So I'm gonna share that with the competitors. And I will have our first match announced in just a moment. Let's see. Who do I want?
That is a good question.
You
There's
know,
so many choices.
we'll have some good old-fashioned ridiculousness happen. Let's have Podge versus Mustached Villain.
Oh, let's go.
All
Tater
right.
mirrors.
You know, for what a cursed day that it's been, I think there is. I was looking at that first round match and I was like, you know, for this night of WNF we have, I don't think there's a better fitting first round match to have on stream. So I think you made a quality choice for having the four-sword Kirby and the mustached villain start us off here at WNF Online Edition episode 19. Four-sword Kirby we've seen around here a ton, even back during the Steam days, man. You know, 2020, rocking that Tager Yukiko. If you haven't seen him before, you're in for a treat. And the one and only mustached villain, Tager Teddy. The circus is in town and it's on its way to the West Coast. Happy to see that Mustache Villain is eligible to enter these WNF brackets. This is their first WNF, but definitely a prominent player and streamer. And really looking forward to seeing what type of chaos they bring to this already chaotic night of BBTAG.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I love watching both these players. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a four-sword Kirby in here. We are just waiting on the villain that has a mustache.
Yes.
So yeah, Tager Mirrors, also PC tag centric players. Both of them tend to stay on the PC tag side of things. You know, both of them kind of play these. You know, there's not too big of a shortage of Tager players all around. You know, Tager World is still a pretty functional team in 2.0. But in terms of like eccentric Tager comps, I think that these two are players that, like, if you don't have PC tag, you have likely never fought the comp. And they play it at like such a high level, it makes it for a very exciting watch, but a very terrifying opponent.
Yeah. These two, though, they do actually have a good amount of matchup experience against each other. I do see them when Mustache Villain streams. Pod is definitely a frequent opponent of theirs. So in terms of each other's matchup experience against these both these teams, which would be considered definitely unicorn teams in their own right, they definitely do have that matchup knowledge against each other. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and manifests itself in these in this tournament game.
Definitely. I do have 4-sword Kirby in the server. I just saw a message from Mustache Villain in the Discord server saying, "Yo, clown time, let's go." That has already primed me for complete and utter chaos that we're about to bear witness to. No bear pun. Oh my god. Unintentional bear pun there. But
For the Mustache Villain to
there
make
he
his
is.
appearance.
Alright, so I do have the villain that is mustached. Now I gotta open BB tag. Where's that? Where's that game?
That's an important step, methinks.
There's BB tag.
The BB tag.
Yeah, so I mean, you always have a little bit of like Orie and Yukiko bias, naturally so, right? Are you gonna be having some bias here for 4-sword Kirby, even though like it's the Tiger Mirror lore?
You know, I think naturally, I am 100% very biased against Podge. He plays Yukiko Amagi. That's my girl right there. So of course, if there's ever an Ori Yukio on your team, you're gonna have at least part of my energy. As much as I love Mustache Villain, he's definitely one of my favorite singers. He doesn't play Yukiko or Ori, so you know, my bias is still strong for the mans, but the bias I have for Yukiko players is a little bit stronger.
Understandable. Yeah, I saw this is the classic here at Parsec WNF. They load up the game and they instantly go to sound settings. So we have messed with the sound. E30 disliked that, but I think everything will be all right.
Look, so long as they don't play Ruby music or Endgazer, they should be fine.
Well, they were gaming, all right. So sound settings are here. We only have one controller in.
Oh.
I just heard Mustache Villain connect. Okay, let's try to restart this.
Damn, it really do be like that.
It's all good. It's all good. I think this is definitely Mustache Villain's first time at WNF, maybe first Parsec tournament as well. So it is all gravy. Cool. They're both in now. So I'll tell the out of there and cool. Do we have our Discord stream going?
Yeah.
Oh snap! We got tech now. That's crazy.
Yeah, we got the high quality stream now. Still no audio.
It's fine. Baby steps.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna go into a button check first. I don't think they did they say anything about button check?
Let me check the Discord server. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Maybe they're trying to deduce it right now, or they might Philip DeFranco it, jump straight into it. I'm not sure. Oh, they're good.
Yeah, it looks like they're going straight in, trusting their buttons.
Yo, they gotta play Motorhead for the culture, the Taker culture. There's pretty much no other song choice they could have for this match.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta play the Taker theme. The Taker mirror without the Taker theme, that would just seem very wrong. I would have also accepted a Persona song, but first best choice.
Well, either way, we are here. WNF Online Edition, Episode 19, $600 pot edition for a freaking weekly. You guys are insane. 4-sword Kirby versus Mustache Villain. Tager Mirrors to start us off. Here we go, game one.
There's your run start. I knew it.
Yeah, it's a very strong run start there for Teddy. Pretty fast. Oh my gosh, okay. Nice anti-air. Gonna be geniusly.
Yeah, good use of that bat just to punish with the push block just to punish the 5A.
Yeah, Forcer Kirby hasn't been able to get a lot of their footing yet, trying to slow things down with Yukiko. It's an aspect of their team. They can zone out with Yukiko or get some crazy, messy, guessy grappler shenanigans going on with Tager. So it's a really strong dichotomy of a team there.
Oh, an unfortunate happy birthday for Ghost Australian. Thankfully for him, his Yukiko is only at level 0.
Oh!
Yeah, that was convert off.
Very smart, you know, just a bear screw to avoid that sandwich situation. Oh, great recognition, just DP. Oh, this is definitely
yeah, absolutely. Teddy items with all the. Oh, he didn't believe in that teleport.
There's multiple things about this match that are not okay.
Yeah, okay.
Actually.
Oh. He wanted Spark Bolt. 100%. Yeah, setting up pressure, but nice jump out and a nice block on the overhead. Sets up a sandwich, but doesn't active swap to really capitalize it. And this has definitely been a very scrambly game so far. I don't think any of them have actually gotten like a combo yet.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. A lot of stray hits, and I mean just chaotic gameplay. Yukiko's just now hitting 2 Agi stacks. Like, oh my god, that is a very bad drop there for Forcer Kirby.
Oh my, he wanted a Spark Bolt too, but he just gets Spark Bolt for his trouble. Yeah, not enough to kill. Couldn't go into cross range off that.
How did we hit Rampage time in a Tager mirror?
I don't know.
2 characters alive on both ends.
Okay, yeah, but he just got frame tracked by the EX Miragion, forcing the Teddy in during this Rampage time. And oh, didn't cash out into 2-3-6C, but it's okay. Just gets hit with a meaty 5C or 5P after the Resonance call, and game 1 going over to Podge in a very scrambly game, to say the least. I think we were mentioning earlier in the game how no one really got anything going. It was just a matter of a lot of trades happening, and I think because you know, the Yukiko effect of her doing a lot of damage just kind of sealed the deal over like kind of Teddy's a little bit more poor damage.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. One thing about this match, you know, they both play Tager. They're both very like proficient Tager players, right? So they played the Tager mirror so much in that game 1, but I think they were just so ready for each other's game plan, but also drops and shenanigans that just like not a lot happened.
Yeah, but it looks like contrary to the last game, there is a little bit more going on. The Yukiko is at 4 stacks. Nice anti-air, just going to be catching out the double Miragion just to get a little bit more damage.
Yeah, push to the corner here. Mustache Villain trying to slow things down, throw some items. You know, Mustache Villain also has a little bit of that dichotomy of play I was playing earlier with Forcer Kirby to their disposal, because Teddy can also kind of slow things down. Big buttons, crazy items.
Yeah, you see Mustache Villain trying to set up all these bats here, and actually gets a hit on the dry ice to punish the Yukiko. Oh, unfortunately couldn't punish the burst there, but does punish the Crimson Punisher JC.
Oh my god, the circuit is a blue combo though.
Yeah, Podge not taking out, maybe afraid of the What was that?
That was coming! But Mustache Villain is ready for it!
That did 10k! My man's is dead off that! What the
that was probably unblockable! Like, that was insane!
Oh, unfortunately misses the push block to get out of the Miragion there, and Teddy will be going down for that. Oh, just gets hit with the 2A, not going to be a huge amount of damage just because of all the meter gain.
Oh my gosh, we are gaming here. Podge trying to slow things down. Mustache Villain trying to inch their way in. Spark Bolt, no.
Yeah, you can actually see Podge playing extremely patiently in this matchup, and this is actually kind of an interesting dynamic that these Yukiko versus Tager has, is that the fact that Spark Bolt literally goes through everything Yukiko can do. So Yukiko, when...
close your eyes. Long close your eyes. Close your eyes and say goodbye to your friends.
That's my waifu right there, no! You know, I was saying, you know, Yukiko has to be really careful when Tager has meter for Spark Bolt, but you know another thing Tager can have meter for? Get B.
Get B was the choice, and properly done so. Fantastic persistence and perseverance there from Mustache Villain, just kind of navigating that slow pace zoning that Podge was trying to set up, and tied it up here 1-1. This is a match.
Wait, is Is it 1-1 or is it 2-0 right now?
I believe it's 1-1.
I can't remember. That last game, the first game was crazy. Okay. I'm back.
Yes, sir. That's really looking to take advantage of that momentum that they built up. Has that's one of the items for Teddy they have to be really careful of. This one right here, the barrel. Oh my gosh, gets the hit. Mustache Villain usually has some insane confirms. Barrel is on its way. What are we doing with this? Okay.
Just letting it pass by. Not a bad choice. Ooh. Yeah, didn't press everything afterwards. Spark Bolt. This is Tager, dude. Right?
Yeah, they're putting right here. Tennis right now.
Oh yeah. Teddy's 5 pieces is an air hit move, and it can really screw up with Tager's armor. Oh wait, there was an active swap.
Oh my gosh, fantastic call there from 4-star Kirby. Yeah, gotta be able to pick up the combo. Back into the Tager. Drops the follow-up. They did the same action, but Mustache Villain was a bit faster. Oh, he kind of faked it. Oh, but he... Yeah, I think he was actually trying to bait that out. Just didn't expect to actually collide with 4-star Kirby's hitbox there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, excellent DP. Just avoiding the JC, swapping into the Yukiko. Wants to keep that Tager alive as much as possible, but doesn't. Confirm off the 5A or 5B.
This is one of the oddest matches of BBTAG I've ever watched.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, against Yukiko, you definitely want to have some meter left for Sparkbolt. You're gonna see Podge probably gonna play a lot more aggressive with Yukiko, and never mind, there's the Tager. Now he's dead.
Now opting to heal Yukiko just a bit. Solo Teddy is doable. I mean, we just saw the solo Tager come back there from Mustache Villain. Teddy also more than capable of doing so. Just trying to find a way in for now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick.
All according to Keikaku question?
It was gambling.
They are definitely gambling right now. Oh, goes in for the 2C, but it unfortunately wasn't through combo. Isn't able to punish the air bear screw. Kind of a nice challenge. Didn't die for it, but still looking bad. And there goes the Teddy with the DP. Game 3 going over to Podge.
Just like that, Podge is able to go up 2-1. Yeah, Mustache Villain really just having trouble finding a way in on the 2v1 mismatch there with Teddy. They found some options to close the gap, but Podge just really insisted on counterpokes and DPs to keep Mustache Villain out of there. So that's exactly what they needed. And yeah, they're a game away from taking this wild, wild set.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
What was it? That was his option?
He broke his ankles. He said, I'm gonna move forward just a little bit to make it look like I'm doing bear screw, get my pseudo plus frames, and I'm gonna throw. He'll never see it coming. He was right.
He was right. It worked. I mean, I got hit.
Yes, indeed. Oh my god, he combos him to the Drake, but you can't win them all.
Yeah, it's unfortunate with the routing there. Oh, just goes in with the bear screw, not able to convert with the 5P and Podge, just DPing straight out and getting out the Tager.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm liking kind of Mustache Villain's persistence on the approach here. You know, constantly going for these Teddy jump C's. They haven't all worked out, but they haven't all gotten punished too crazily either. And look at this, getting rewarded for a little bit now, a little bit damage on Kiko. Unfortunately, loses that corner positioning.
Go play back and then what just happened? Oh yeah, see, Sparkbolt will ruin your day playing Kiko.
Yeah, I think Mustache Villain was possibly trying to bait a burst there, forcing Kirby not biting.
Yeah, and then Podge. Still, the Yukiko looking really good on point, but she is still only at level 1. Definitely not as threatening as she can be.
Oh wow. Boy, that's huge. Doesn't quite keep it.
Oh, just go wake up wedge. No, unfortunately drops the combo, and then just jumps into the JA, all up to solo Teddy to make this huge deficit.
Oh, that was so unfortunate for Mustache Villain, man. Podge had no resources. That was going to be a free Tager combo. Now just left the solo Teddy trying to make this happen. Huge deficit. Almost a pick with Sparkbolt.
Yeah, not quiet, but an excellent spacing with the bat. Just able to punish the JB. Going to be spending some of the meter, probably just to cash out on the resident. Oh, he's not quite in the food yet. This is actually pretty bad for Mustache Villain. He could definitely have used that extra, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Teddy Adams is confusing. Anyways, gets the raw EX bear screw confirmed.
Yeah, Mustache Villain, although they are low on resources, Rampage time is here. That's pretty good for Teddy, is what I would.
Oh, the buckets!
Keikaku!
Oh!
there it is. Forrester Kirby will be able to take it over Mustache Villain 3-1 for the fantastic Tager mirror we were able to have there for our first match on stream for this crazy tournament.
Yeah, that definitely was crazy. I was at a loss for words for some of those matches.
Same. But yeah, definitely good stuff to the both of them. I guess also showing a lot of like the diversity that we have in this bracket tonight as well. Because like in terms of Tager, we usually only see Force Kirby. We don't really see a lot of Teddy. I know A2 Deku was kind of messing around with some Teddy. Nice to see them. And I mean, there's even more new players in the bracket that I'm like not familiar with and hope to see on stream if they're able to make it. So just yeah, this is a weekly, by the way.
Yeah. $600 weekly, $601.50 to be exact.
That is 100% correct, courtesy of that me Marino, Matcherino. Link is in the chat. Yeah, it looks like we've had speaking of like the diversity we have in the bracket, we've had a couple of other matches play out the round ones. Ebonic Plague was able to get the 3-0 win over E2 Deku, so they're actually going to be facing Force Kirby. A PNW team kill there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Question is, who will be having next up on stream?
All right, give me 1 second to figure that out. There's quite a few things to go through with this bracket, so give me a second.
You're good, you're good. We got a big bracket tonight, and I know there's like a lot of stuff that has to be done with the side setup, so we will talk about Matcherino. I mean, we've been like kind of just saying $600 pot, $600 pot. Some of you maybe have joined late, missed the intro, so just kind of let you guys know what's going on. You can use the code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for a free 50-cent donation. We're currently at $600, $601.50. Thank you to all that have donated. We didn't get there through 50-cent donations. It was through a lot of direct donations. You can check out the top contributors on the right side there. Diddley, Paul, Master Cheap, Mystery Racer, Faith Scrub, Ebonic Plague, myself, and a few others. This has really brought this pot to astronomical meme proportions. So, I mean, if you want to donate more to make it even more of a meme, you're more than welcome to do so. Do it in the spirit of hashtag PlayBBTAG and hashtag BBTAG for CEO 2021, because we're trying to go to Florida and show people what Offline 2.0 is all about. Check out that Matcherino Marketplace if you want to see something for your direct donation. We got plenty of Kiten Books titles. Shout out to Kiten Books, the latest and greatest manga in the land, the Loner Life and Another World series. Shed That Skin Saki-san series, My Dad's Queen of All VTubers series, Uzumator Made Us Too Annoying, Gotcha Girl Core, Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant, and some others. You know, be sure to check them out on Twitter. They definitely have some fantastic manga for sale, but there are even some in the marketplace. And Charms and Keychains, you know, courtesy of Quintessential Tuplets, Girls Frontline, Fate Go, Princess Connect, and Azure Lane. But yeah, before the end of the night, be sure to use that free 50 code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for a free 50-cent donation.
That pot is big, but you can make it bigger by just putting in that free code.
That is true.
Alright, so we should have Zero Shadow Blood and Taunt up next on stream. Hopefully they respond to the ping soon, but that is what we have on the docket. If they don't, you know, if they are occupied, then I'll have something else up. Okay, looks like Zero Shadow Blood's going towards the setup. No word from Taunt yet. Hopefully soon.
Yes.
Very cool. No worries at all. Yeah, as I was mentioning, you know, lots of new players in this bracket. So Zero Shadow Blood, not one of them, but definitely somebody that we've seen around. Multi-time WNF champion and a strong player that we'll be seeing going up against. Who is to us a newcomer. You know, LOL Taunt, not a name I've heard within the community, but always excited to see new players and seeing what they have to bring to the table. And yeah, hopefully they do respond, because I definitely want to see some of these new players in the bracket get some matches in here on this Parsec connection.
Looks like they have responded. They just said just a sec, so we'll hopefully be coming in shortly. And yeah, I have no idea who Taunt is, what team they play, but always excited to see new players.
Yeah, one thing I can tell you about Taunt is like they did join the server earlier for a test, so they are active. And they had a crisp, clean 18 ms delay, which is some of the lowest I've ever seen. So like they are definitely going to be playing some pretty much like the best type of BB tag you could possibly get without literally playing offline at this point. So that is fantastic for them. They have joined the server, and I'm gonna be booting that bad boy up. Let's see.
Get him in there.
Oh,
Oh,
looks like Zero Shadow Blood's actually restarting. Yeah, his monkey has put it literally 1 frame delay. Unspeakable, unheard of.
offline, please, soon.
Soon, it's a coming eventually. Oh boy.
Cross tag battle.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't look so good.
Hold on. One second here, folks. A little bit of troubleshooting the issues, trying to get Zero Shadow Blood's parsec working correctly. I think they had to restart. Okay. Okay, they're in. Control Alt Tilde. Don't play Hilda. We out. All right.
Select your character.
That's quite the saying.
Yeah, here we go. As we were saying, you know, Zero Shadow Blood multi-time WNF winner usually rocks the Susanoo Yumi. I imagine no different for this match this time around. And Laltant, as we said, haven't seen before, but coming in here with the eccentric team of Kanji Waldstein. Kanji, a character that we see in the form of critical existence failure from time to time, but Wald we don't see. I don't think we've seen any Walds, yeah.
Yeah.
Ready.
Wald is definitely not a popular character.
Get ready.
At least from my experience, there are like 3 Waldstein players that don't play 20k that I can name off the top of my head. So it's definitely interesting to see like Waldstein being played outside of the 40k, not 20k. That team doesn't have 10k. Yeah, the 40k team comp, and I mean it's still double grappler, which is
Can't escape the
interesting. And Wall definitely has a very high support value, but I'm not sure how this team would play with Kanji specifically.
Yeah, we're going to find out right now. Zero Shadow Blood striking Blood first, pushing Laltot into this corner.
Sets up a sandwich scenario and isn't able to block the unblockable.
Yeah, rep situation. Basically had to burst in order to get out of that. And they're back into a sandwich. Ooh, Zero Shadow Blood calling out the reversal super and calling out the burst as well. Can't escape from taking damage.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a pretty chunky amount of damage on Waldstein. He is 20k, so he can take it. Oh, text forward into another sandwich, but just gets a DP out. And he actually gets the corner position he thinks with, but Zero Shadow Blood finding an excellent place to first out, or first block out.
Yeah, Laltant nearly had a situation where they can get stuck guarded with that DP, pushing Zero Shadow Blood into the corner. Fantastic wall jump C, just clearing that entirety of that Yumi 2260.
Yeah.
Ooh, Frame Trap City.
Yeah, that foray, it do be +3, so it's kind of hard to try to contest it. Oh my god, just goes for the immediate God press on the Resident Call. And I'm pretty sure that's a dead Kanji.
Yeah, that is one thing you have to be really careful about when you're doing those air resonances. You are completely, you're not hittable, but you can't do any actions until you land. So basically, you're at the whim and mercy of the opponent for them to set up whatever they want underneath you, even if it's a God Press. And Zero Shadowblood taking advantage of that will be getting a game 1.
Get ready. Get ready.
So yeah, Lalton just having a bit of trouble kind of getting started here. You know, we're seeing them constantly and not really putting themselves into it, just finding themselves naturally within these really dire situations, like taking damage from Zero Shadowblood or being forced into these sandwich scenarios. It can be tough, you know, having to defend against those and kind of trying to find your footing. Oh, just like that, off the round start. Respected, and now you're here. Active switch mixed up hits. Kanji is already at nearly half health.
Oh, I was about to say it's going to be kind of difficult to wall to navigate Yumi neutral just because of how much space Yumi can control, especially with Snowbirds and her 5B just able to kind of stop Walled in his tracks before it can really get anything going.
Yeah, Zero Shadowblood really just kind of moving at their own free will through Lalton, just trying to find any type of point of resistance in this matchup. But Walled goes down, just going to be solo Kanji, level 1 Resonance.
Not looking good for Taunt, especially getting hit by that raw 4P.
Yeah, so this is nearly, depending on the hit, on next mix-up death scenario, recognize the situation, gets the Kanji DP out of there, but the anti-air here from Zero Shadowblood, that's looking like hurting to me, amigo.
Yeah, as long as there's no weird combo drops.
Well, there's a weird combo drop. Let's go.
Here we go. Oh! Wait, that's grab invul! Yeah! Yeah, that entire move is grab invul, so because Taunt reacted with the grab super, the priority from the God Press actually overwrit the invul from the grab super, so just able to go straight through.
Yeah, in this game, our Susanoo EX command throws have throw invul. Shout outs to Zangief getting that fantastic nerf today of no more throw invul on his EX SPD.
Why did they have to do him like that, man?
Yo, he needed it, apparently.
Oh my, yeah, just round start deep. He doesn't want to deal with any of your nonsense round start and gets put into the corner for his trouble. This is, I was about to say this is not where you want to be against Kanji, but Zero Shadowblood finding an excellent place to mash out just to get out of the situation and set up, okay, yeah, set up a scenario, didn't want to cash out in that happy birthday.
Yeah, this is so rough for Lalton. You know, playing a team like this into Zero Shadowblood and just Zero Shadowblood's playstyle, literally what I was about to say is going to require a very type of slow, calculated approach just because of like the options that you have available. Because any mistake that you make could lead to death. But before I can even finish the statement, it just kind of happened before our very eyes. So solo Kanji.
Still, what, bruh?
I don't think that was legal.
He's dead.
He's definitely dead.
All will be lost beneath the
There it is, Zero Shadowblood able to take it 3-0 over Lalton, stay on this winner's side.
Unfortunately, didn't really get to see a lot of what Taunt's team could potentially have. Just Zero Shadowblood constantly keeping up that aggression and constantly putting Taunt under all that pressure, especially with characters that don't exactly have the best normals to contest what Susanoo Yumi has to offer. It was going to be an uphill battle that unfortunately Taunt could not climb.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since Lalton has a pretty eccentric team. Like we said, Kanji is kind of rare. Nowadays, on the greatest scope of it, we have Critical Existence Fairy popping in from time to time. Not here tonight, so it's kind of nice to see Kanji and Walled. We kind of never see. So hopefully that's not the end of the road here for Taunt. They aren't out. They're just going to drop to that loser's bracket as we navigate through this winners that we're still kind of deducing here. We got 15 players in a freaking Parsec bracket. You know, typically, I think the max that we capped out at is like 10. So this is definitely hype. A little bit more managing than usual, but we're moving and grooving.
Yes.
Just waiting on a response from J-Gotcha Beezy. Alright, so looks like they should be good to go. Yeah, so we will be having Orax and J-Gotcha up on stream next.
Very cool. Orax and Jason Agacha Beasless. Orax, also known as Oluk, also known as Dropped Inputs on PS4. has been cycling a lot of teams lately. So we usually know Orax specifically for Yang Elizabeth and then Yang Ruby as the side team. I've been playing Orax a bit on PS4, and we've also seen Orax in tournament, and they've been like, I've seen Yang Teddy. There's also like Yang.
Hilda.
Yes, that was the other one, Yang Hilda, that they were rocking. So Orax has kind of been experimenting a little bit. Still has like that core Orax gameplay that we're kind of used to seeing is utilizing Yang on point and just having her get some fantastic support from whoever she has behind her. He's definitely a big fan of beams and projectiles, and so between Teddy's 6P and Hilda's everything, we still get to see like a lot of that playstyle kind of come to fruition. So interested to see what they pick here against the one and only Jason Gotcha Beasless, J Gotcha Beezy, who has also been kind of on the Yang train as of late. We've been seeing Yang Ruby out of J Gotcha Beezy, but every now and then when the going gets rough and they are looking for a confidence booster, they will switch back to their tried and true Ruby Hide.
I wonder if we're gonna see a Yang mirror, because I feel like it's definitely a non-zero probability. In fact, I would say it's a likely possibility, considering, like you said, J Gotcha Beezy has been loving that Ruby Yang comp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is definitely the night for all the Chris interactions, and every time we have Yang mirrors, it is definitely a sight to see. We started out with freaking Tiger mirrors, so I mean, the sky's the limit at this point. $600 match arena pot. Like, what do you want from me?
Well, certainly not $40.
Oh my god, that was my first mistake. But yeah, I got Orax in the server here just waiting on. There he is. He knew I was about to say his name for the 5th time. He said, nah, leave it at 4. I got you. All right. Got the game loaded up. See if they're both connected here right quick. I do see 2 controllers and they're there. Get me out of here. Cool.
Check. Oh, actually, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I think for the past 2 matches we haven't had a button check. Okay, Orax is on the right, I can tell, because Orax always picks that one Yang color. Like, that's his Yang color.
Yeah, I do see that Beasless has asked for a button check, so they are going to be doing that.
Good to always check your buttons. This is a button check. Yang Gordeau, honestly, not a team that I would be shocked that Orax would try to play. Of course, Gordeau being once again, speaking of characters we never see, there isn't really a lot of Gordeau representation going around. He kind of fell off the face of the earth ever since he got shot in the good old days. But I'm personally somewhat a fan of his assist kit. I think it can fit Orax's playstyle pretty well. That 6P does cover a good amount of space. I think it can work well with a lot of what Yang has to do. That 5P has good amount of lockdown, and 4P, not the best assist I would say, but still. It's still serviceable for what it does.
Okay. Hold on.
What do we have here?
Oh no, PZ, no!
All right. So technical difficulties. I think it's a wiring issue that we're having here on the Parsec setup, so we're gonna get that squared away real quick for you all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
definitely just a wiring issue.
Yep. Just a wiring issue. Unfortunately, the servers aren't connecting as well as they could be.
Yeah, in order to like connect to cloud servers, you need a really, really long cord. And when you're traveling from the ground all the way up to the cloud, which is how Parsec servers are ran, that cord can get frayed. It can just have all different types of things go wrong with it. So I'm just trying to do some quick repair. 5,000 feet in the sky at the moment. This Discord technology is crazy. I'm still connected to Wi-Fi to my house, yeah. We got this, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh no! They got Jabeezy is failing to make a peer-to-peer connection. How is this happening?
Damn, I can't believe the wiring issue got worse.
This is insane. These wires. I wish they were made from thicker material. It's so thin. It's almost like yarn. It just constantly coils and tangles. And all types of mess.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going the opposite of well.
Damn. Parsec. Gotta fix. Well. I'm not gonna blame Parsec for this. It's just wires are whack, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The wiring issue that we're having here at the moment is definitely whack.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Dude, I don't know. He's in no man's land right now. I don't know. He can't connect.
He's too deep in his wires.
All right.
No, easily no. Maybe he just needs to reset his parsec.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that to him. On your request to join, try to restart your parsec altogether. Something is off.
Yeah, the good old turn off, turn on strategy. It's a classic technological shortcut. Works with everything. I'm sure it works with parsec, right?
Yeah, have you tried turning it off and on again? Classic. Okay, so BZ is restarting the parsec because, to my knowledge, the complicated, complex, bird's nest wiring issue is taken care of. So truly, pain. The result is pain.
Get your pains in the chat, y'all. Oh man, first match was cursed because Tager mirrors. Third match is cursed because of wires.
Alright. Cheap, what is the suggestion here?
Okay, so I've been handling other setups. What is happening?
BZ was in. His ping was kind of high. He said that his ping was high because he was having a internal wiring issue. He went to go rectify that wiring issue. It's been rectified. He can't connect to the server now. We don't really know what's going on. So,
okay, well, I mean, if he can't connect through Ethernet, but he can connect through Wi-Fi. I mean, it's his call really if he wants to deal with the Wi-Fi connection, because that's only going to affect him. That's the magic of parsec. It doesn't affect anybody else besides you.
yeah, basically, as long as he's able to connect, it's fine. Like the issue with him getting in is it doesn't feel tied to the server parsec. There's something cursed has happened since he connected that wire, man.
It quite literally was a wiring issue.
Okay, the Wi-Fi dimension is working.
I mean, if it works, it works.
His MS is like 17. Oh, he's on Ethernet. Never mind.
Oh, dude,
It's
he
been-
finally. Hey, let's go.
He's here. Everything is okay. All right.
So
I
we're
think
good?
it was the voice of God's. The voice of God joined the Parsec server, and I think just their mere presence alone allowed for this to work. So, shout outs to the voice of God, Paul A.
I mean, not only does he provide the Parsec server, he quite literally controls all the wires in everyone's house now, apparently.
Wild. I mean, I told you that in order to even run this Parsec server in the first place, we have to run a server from here, us mere mortals here on Earth, all the way up to the clouds. Who else better to troubleshoot that issue than someone that's literally in the clouds?
He controls the cloud. He is the voice of God.
That's insanity.
Bless Paul A. Looks like, once again, Orax is on the right, Jay Gashabizi on the left.
All right. The question is, are they doing another button check?
I honestly, even though this is taking a while, I would still probably button check just to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's $600 on the line, so
Yeah.
if you want to do a
Yeah.
button check, I'm not gonna heckle you.
Yeah, you want to make sure that first game it's playing the way you want it to play. Having to play a real game while your C is B and your D is A or whatever nonsense like that, that's gonna be kind of soggers.
Yeah, just a bit. Looks like we're live and direct.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Jay Gachabizi on the left-hand side, and I'm imagining that's Orax on the right-hand side on Yang Narukami.
This is a more frequent Yang side team comp that I see from him. The Yang Narukami, I think I see it almost about as much as the Yang Ruby.
Yeah, I've seen it come out every now and then. You know, one thing that Orax is also very good at is confirming off of those super high verticality, like last active frame hit anti-airs with Yang's DP, to where you hit it and then they come back down, you're able to pick up with like 5A. You didn't say it there, Narukami. So, like, having both of them on the team plays the Orax's strength.
Who unfortunately gets hit low, but no assist to punch the burst. Oh wow, go straight in. That was so brave. There was no assist to cover that, so if BZ blocked it, that was gonna be a punish.
Yeah, loving this from BZ here. Oh, just the overhead! Ow!
The Yang 4P came in clutch. He called that at the most perfect time. That's some Yang matchup experience right there.
Yeah, it was like, it was Yang matchup experience and at the same time not, because he got hit by the 214 AB, but just like, he was actually, this is a meta Yang call out. I'm just gonna punish you with 4P perfectly.
Like, I don't even need a block. I got this punish right here. Either way, oh yeah, risky DP that could have definitely been a kill. There's no meter to really punish that. Yeah, it doesn't even try to.
Alright. Yeah, loving this aggression here from Jay Gachabizi, just trying to get stuff started. I mean, there's nearly 4 bars on deck. The right amount of hit or any mistake from Orax can lead to a dead character. No simplest activation on that Yang. Ooh, safe jump. Just go straight into it.
And oh, doesn't try to go for a kill. That was questionable if that was going to kill, considering Yang is an 18k health character, but still Jay Gachabizi not going for it, but instead getting this wake up super, maintaining this corner positioning.
Taking the lively off that interaction as well. Strike throw this time to the throw, and Narukami's gonna be.
Oh no!
If
we don't curse him, yes, he would have been dead. Still has to block this mix. Yeah, just doesn't block the cross up overhead.
Oh my gosh, trying to move and groove, but no whiff punishes. BZ buzz off from full screen on the act switch. It doesn't have to make contact. The presence of it alone is terrifying.
Yeah, nice challenge after that. Isn't quite going to be a kill, but putting BZ's Yang into semblance herself. Two monkeys slamming on the keyboard right there. That's what that was. Just going in straight with the chick grab, no fear. Ooh, okay, BZ, you gave me a little bit of a heart attack not rooting into a more comfortable route, but still able to take that game 1 after that ridiculous interaction. Just
What in the world did I see?
Welcome to WNF Online
Did I
Edition.
see Yang players in their natural habitat? Did I see the Yang mating call? What did I just see?
Basically.
What's that?
Ruby?
I don't know. They had the exact same brain cell, and Ruby was just there in the back, like, "Hey, what's going on, my two sisters?" And then she got smacked. That was wild.
Yang's fighting for dominance of the watering hole.
Which Yang is superior?
Oh my gosh. Well, this time around it's BZ, but I think that is just the first of many cursed interactions we're going to see here. Set up for sandwich here for Jay Gotcha BZ. No burst beta Reno.
Oh, anti-air 5B, you'll love to see it.
Beautiful.
Not quite gonna put this Yang into settles, but oh, nice bait on the DP. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a kill with Zeodine. I was about to say cross slash, but he knows better than me. He got the kill.
True, true. Yeah, fantastic call. Oh my gosh, not a fantastic DP there though from Orax. Gonna be sacrificing quite a bit of life here, all unburstable with this DP punish. They got the BZ. Ruh-roh.
Oh, first triple combo. Still good position to swap back into the Yang that Narukami is believing. Oh, good anti-air, but no, it doesn't believe in it.
Oh, just runs into the 5B. Orax said, I've had enough. Alright, gonna pop the resonance right now. I don't think that's gonna anti-air. I mean, I know Ruby's crazy, but...
Not that crazy. Is that gonna kill Pixel?
Ooh, did not watch the toes of full screen. Likely tried to up back, was expecting like an EXE or something, but no, it was definitely the toes we were aiming for. And Orax will be tying it up 1-1 now. So a bit of a more controlled match there from Orax. Game 1 really just could have went either way and really went on the whims of chaos, but Orax definitely found their footing in that match. You know, just getting rid of one of BZ's characters as soon as possible.
Of course! I get to fight with you!
Let's get this over with.
Opting to go with the Narukami. Narukami definitely has a more consistent round style option with that 5A, and oh, it doesn't go for it and just letting BZ charge straight through. Oh, unfortunately, just high profile that 2A and gets hit with the grab. Fortunately, BZ did back throw, so we'll be losing that corner positioning.
Yeah, I gotta say, I am very shocked on Orax's side that they opted for 2A to duck under that 204 AA rather than just going for DP.
Yeah, maybe we wanted to be a bit more greedy with that punish, but a good anti-air call on Orax's side, going with the cross-slash ender.
Okay, this time watching the toes, but not for long. As Yang does get the opener. Ooh, what you run into my 5E for, little sis?
Uh-oh.
What do we have here? The 4P called, finds the toes again.
Yeah, maybe BZ expecting a grab and trying to jump out, but not quite. But an excellent whip punish on Orax's side.
Yeah, I think as the set goes along, Orax is getting more and more comfortable with punishing these 214A calls from BZ, and rightfully so. You know, they play Yang as well. But oh, that is a huge 4P, but wasn't able to stabilize the happy birthday combo. I think if they did, that could have been a dead Yang on Orax's side. But I mean, yeah, some damage is some damage that will at least be killing Yang.
Okay, holy crap. Yes, Orax left with this solo Narukami.
Oh,
That.
okay. Oh, just she hit the persona, which got rid of the EXZO. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't have thought to do that, but BZ's on a whole nother level.
Oh, unfortunately, it drops that confirm, and that should be a dead Ruby.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're just gonna come straight down to this 1v1 game. Yang for BZ coming in with no semblance, if I'm not mistaken. No, she do be burning.
Yeah, she do be burning. She's still at the green health, but she's still burning.
Yeah, level for resonance. There's astrals in play. There's 5Bs in play. There's all types of things. If you can escape Narukami's mids and one full screen low, that does make contact.
Oh, broke the ankles.
Yup.
I think that should be a kill at the cross slash. Yeah, that is 100% a kill. And game 3 going over to Orax.
Great stuff there from Orax. Going to be taking the lead at 2-1 here against Jason Gotcha Beasless. Jay Gotcha Beasley not going to be swapping teams. They are fully committed to this Yang Ruby comp. And I don't no. In terms of the resonance call there, BZ came out with level 4 resonance, or actually only had level 3, so BZ was definitely winning the kind of getting more assists out there, and the 2v2 nature of the game plan out there, and it showed. BZ had a lot of offensive interactions that were putting Orax under pressure, but it's just, again, in terms of like the 214A that BZ has been relying on quite a bit, Orax is showing some very proper counters to those situations.
Unfortunate DP coming out from J Gotcha BZ. Oh, just trying to wake up with the 214A. Unfortunately, wouldn't work out, but just burst out.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, stagger pressure for Jays, and we got the DP.
Oh, drops the combo. But
it's
another one.
All right, second chance here, Beasless. Yo, okay, just gonna be going straight into the Yang bunches of punches. Won't quite kill, no resonance version. Ooh!
Yeah, the see setup that Ruby is gonna be hurting. Isn't able to get a ton off that, but still good positioning. But just wakes up with a 5B.
Yo, that was the pseudo frame trap. He woke up with the 2-way and said, "I dare you to hit 5B," or I expect this. Said, "All right, now I'm gonna hit 5B."
Yeah, that was fortunately gained the meter in time to burst out, saving Yang's life.
This is rough. Ruby's low, just gets hit by the 5P, able to stabilize with the Yang jump C. Solo Yang coming in here, level 3 resonance, burning. All on BT. It's still. I spoke too soon. I said that Orax was getting used to the 214A pressure, but right there, just cracking the dome. This is still very possible for BZ. Jump C, do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it wouldn't have worked anyways, but breaks the ankles once again, and that should be a kill. As long. Oh no, it didn't go to the 214A. Give it another BZ another shot at life. Tries to call out with the Zeodine, but the active friends on the firecrackers punishing out. Nice tech on the throw, but both players have to be extremely careful about what they do.
Didn't do it. Yeah, it was trying to bait, see if he was gonna go for the burning gold. Not quite. Put himself in the corner with that Zeo card. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got one. Jump gets anti-aired. Orax dips it out with the 2B, and Orax will be able to take it 3-1 over J Gotcha BZ.
Definitely. Even though it was 3-1 in Orax's favor, those games are definitely going down the wire. Either player could have definitely won in those situations.
Yeah, absolutely felt like it could have gone either way. Tough to predict. What's one thing that is always consistent is our love for BBTAG Argentina. Thank you guys for the raid. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think you guys are messing around with Diddley's mod on the PC tag that she's rolling out slowly but surely here. So hope that was a quality stream that you had here. Welcome here to this completely normal WNF here tonight. There's nothing crazy going on, 15 entrants for a Parsec night. I mean, it's an all-time high, but it's no biggie. A $600 match arena pot, it's fine.
Yeah, this is totally what a normal WNF looks like with that pot bonus. Yeah. Shoutouts to everyone that spent money, but please buy some food.
Lon is concerned about everyone's hunger, but I mean, there's definitely a hunger for some BB tag matches and some big moolah for this match arena pot. $600. I didn't stutter. It's right there! Exclamation point match arena in the chat. You can still contribute. This pot can grow for some reason. If you want to do it for free, you can use code WNF2021_19 BB tag for a free 50-cent donation. It would be greatly appreciated. We're currently at $601.50 to be exact. Check out the sponsor quest on the side. That's ways to donate even more free money to the pot. I gotta do some Parsec stuff. Lon, take it from there. How else can the viewers donate to the pot?
Yo, if you, as you said, you gotta type in that code just in case you haven't done it yet. I gotta remind you twice. We got some sponsor quests on the side. It's as easy as following Match Arena over on Twitter just to get that tiny little pot bonus. Still much appreciated. If you want some nice little merchandise with your direct contribution, we have a lot of wonderful manga supplied to us by Kaiten Books. We have Loader Knife in Another World. My dad is the queen of all VTubers. Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant, the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, Dr. Gold Corpse, Shedatsun Ryusaki-san, who's made his way to Annoying, And I think that's it in terms of the manga. We have some other merchandise. We have quintessential quintuple stands. We got girls frontline rubber keychains. We got some girls. What?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
I'll go on with the Mascherino show. Girls frontline keychains, Fate Go keychains, Princess Connect keychains, and Azure Lane keychains. If you got a lot of wonderful merchandise you can purchase once again. I don't remember if you said you can directly contribute, but you can directly contribute, like a lot of people have done. Mainly the people who have made this pot go up to $600. So if you want to contribute more money into this insane pot, it's much appreciated. But like I said, please go buy some food.
Absolutely fantastic job. For clarification, I was not laughing at your show. I was laughing at what was going on the screen. I think it was Wandering Wolf on player one side who was doing button checks. They bound 5C like 20 times. Which understandable. I mean, C is a button that you need to do power charge. Wandering Wolf does play that lane CA. That's a button that you definitely want to make sure that was there. But I just can't even like bind C, bind C, bind C.
Like, I gotta make sure it's correct.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, we do have our next match going on here. Wandering Wolf versus YoFave Scrub. I think we're going straight into it.
Hey, quick question before you start. What was the score for the last set?
3-1 in form of RX, yeah.
All right.
So yes, Wandering Wolf, you know, of the SoCal variety, we don't see very often around here at WNF. We saw it a couple of danger times when those were going on online, but a strong player here at SoCal plays Lene Chie and has given Scrub a run for the money in the past. I think in one of the previous danger times, in fact, the first danger time online that Wandering Wolf won, they took it over Scrub, so...
In the combo there. The excellent backdash to avoid the JB and just getting a punish with the 2A.
Oh my gosh, 2A check there from Scrub. Oh, another 2A check on the Lene. Yeah, Wolf was going to be forced to burst there if they wanted to save Lene, but the bad news is Chie is going to be taking some big dammy whammy. Scrub is kind of nice on some resources right now. Into the corner we go. Rubioki, nobody knows.
Some of those meteors just like get in and gets a counter hit 5B for his troubles.
Woo! DP! Oh! No! This is not great for Scrub at all.
Yeah, and okay, going for the DP in here, wants a Lene in, sets up a sandwich scenario on the Oki. Gotta be careful how you block. Okay, I wasn't able to quite capitalize on a kill yet.
Yeah, Wandering Wolf had a great deal of damage done to that Ruby. Just keeping up the pressure. Able to bait the DP here from Ragna. Wandering Wolf looking fantastic right now. I am so sorry, Wandering Wolf. I did not mean to curse you like that, man. No!
It was doing so well, and then he did air DP, and oh no, he's getting DP air unblockable.
Oh no!
Oh no, if he said no, don't die, no. She's dead. Oh.
Oh no!
I was handling something. What did you do? What did you do?
No.
Dude, I just wanted to donate $40 to the WNF pot. I didn't know.
Now, Atkins, please tell me. What was it like growing up as a kid? Let's start from the beginning.
It all started when I turned 4 years old, and I said, "Dang, I can't wait till I can put a 0 behind that." Oh my God, Wandering Wolf, I'm so sorry. Don't watch the VOD. Game 2.
No. Everything went out of everything spiraled after control out of that.
Oh no. Alright. Well, not for nothing, Scrub was able to recover fantastically because he was down bad in that game 1, alright? Wandering Wolf trying to find some footing on that momentum. Big Chi A6P.
Unfortunately drops the 5AB. Still, the innate buttons are really huge, able to maintain his course of positioning, and yeah, still just anti-airing Scrub all this time. Innate buttons can be really nice and just gets the JC counter hit. That was an excellent confirm off the Kuga plus 6P, but unfortunately just drops the combo afterwards.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where when Wolf gets confirmed like that, Scrub has to be insanely careful. Very nice air unblockable they were able to find there. But yeah, when Wolf is on like 3 or 4 bars, because of Chie and Wolf has those routes, you can kind of just die if you're going to make any mistakes. So good on Scrub kind of holding their first flow situations.
Yeah, maybe catching a jump friend there, crossed up, who knows, but Shay is not looking so hot. Gonna be spending some of the meter on a force sandwich. Never mind.
Oh my gosh, okay, yeah, just activated now with those meteors behind her. Oh, yeah, did the far meteors, wasn't able to make contact with the Ruby, and there it is. Yoface Scrub's gonna be able to take game 2 now.
Guess I'm a pretty good fighter.
Wandering Wolf getting a lot of very clean hit confirms, just isn't able to get any proper Oki off of them, and just he was keeping up the momentum for a pretty good amount there in the early stages, but he definitely could have maintained it a little bit better and try to snowball that situation. Oh no.
Yeah, it seems as if we got confirmation here that the curses for Wandering Wolf don't end at what I did to them during game 1, because during game 2, it appears they had a button break in the middle of that game, so they're currently trying to fix that. Wandering Wolf, I 100% promise I've placed no hexes on you. I don't have that ability or power.
I mean, because I'm not commentating, someone has to have the transfer of power here, and I think you are the unfortunate soul that got it.
Based on today's series of events, you may be spitting right now.
May?
You're spitting right now.
Like I gotta look back a little bit. Atkins. It's all started because of you.
I just wanted to donate $40 to the match.
I understand, and it was with good intentions, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
There's no doubt about the. Why is Scrub allowed to confirm off of hits like that?
Hey, that for a B5 frame, pretty good. That was an excellent counter though, DP adding that sandwich scenario, keeping the pressure up with the personas and setting up the meteors.
Oh
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, Ragna was still kind of like persistent on the screen there, messing up Wolf's confirm, but still able to get a whiff punish on this DP. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say anything, bro.
After what happened last time, every time he does look good, just let me say something.
Will do.
Might as well.
Alright, filling things out. Fantastic air stall.
Yeah, just able to go over that 5P or the 5A with the JC.
That was a whiff punish. Yo, Parsec.
Oh, Parsec baby. Good boys in the counter hit 2A. Unfortunately, maintains pressure with the Hell's Fang. Goes for the best move in the game.
Yeah, Scrub always trying to keep those routes in these situations as burst safe as possible. And right now, just casting in on Lene. Will this kill?
Single target.
Not quite.
777 combo though.
Oh, Ruby is dead?
Yeah, as long as there's no combo drops. Yeah, going in.
No, I had to do it to him. 13k Chie power charge combos. Yeah, that's how quickly the tides of these matches can turn when Wolf was stacked on resources. You find that right hit and you can just be dead.
Scrub trying to bait the burst, but baits the counter on the wake up. It's gonna be a dead Chie for sure. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
I would just like to say, I'm pretty sure part of that 5C animation just didn't like hit. Oh my god, neutral!
Blood, Scythe, and Yoface Scrub able to take it 3-0 over Wandering Wolf and move forward, onwards, and upwards within this Parsec bracket. Yeah, not for nothing, those games were not blowouts. All of them were pretty close, and I mean, definitely speaks to the strength of play that Wandering Wolf is. I love watching them play, because it's such an eccentric team. They have the power charge combos. It ends up being very functional, and Wolf is just a very fundamentally sound player. So hopefully we get to see more of them. They're not out of the tournament, just drop to that loser side.
By the way, up next we will have Mr. Racer and Orax.
Very cool. Excited to see how this one goes. They are ready to go. Both of them are already in the server. Let me fire this up.
Ready to play.
Yeah, man. Orax we saw earlier on that Yang Narukami able to take it over Jay Gotcha BZ. Mystery Racer, we haven't seen on stream yet, but definitely no stranger around these parts, man. Mystery Racer has been he's in the character crisis dimension at the moment. So Mystery Racer, as of late, if you've been keeping up with WNF, has been doing fairly well, getting some very consistent results on Naoto Shirogane and Batista, which is a team that they were looking to main for a month, where their usual team is Naoto Shirogane and Adachi. In like the past week, I've heard man say that he's gonna play Susanoo. I've heard man say that he's gonna play Rachel. I've heard man say that Batista sucks. I've heard a lot of things from Mystery Racer. So literally, I mean, I think they're going to be doing a button check right now. But once it comes down to the character select for Mystery Racer, I have no idea where man's going to go.
Yeah. For this $600 bracket, I would be inclined to believe he would go to a team that he's very comfortable with. But I don't know what's going on in his head. I mean, he picked Jin Tager for the hope to God this is a button check.
Yeah, this is a button check. I mean, Mystery Racer is a cursed individual, so for your button check, you got to pick the most cursed team possible, and this is definitely one of them. So it will be a natural power-up going into his character selection here. I just don't know what the character selection will be.
Okay, I was like, please tell me he's actually... 5P is important. You know, button check is already kind of cursed. That hit.
It did. Look, button checks are a game within itself. You know, it doesn't count for anything, but the like more amount of like mental damage pseudo footsies you're able to win in button check, it carries over to game one.
Yeah. Whoever wins the war in button check is more likely to win the war in the actual set.
And I can't remember what game or tournament this was, but I remember like watching a button check and like my opponent was doing some crazy meta stuff during it, and like I'm like, yo, don't act impressed. That ain't cool. Don't act impressed. I can't let him know that I'm appreciating what I'm looking at me in front of me right now. I gotta beat him game one, all right?
Yeah. Looks like the button check is over, and Mr. Racer swapping back over to his classic team comp, the Adachi Shirogane.
Yeah, so Batista on the back burner for now. I imagine if the Mystery Racer wants to slow things down and they're believing in Batista, they may swap back. But starting off with this team, the good old reliable against Orax, and Orax is still 6 Narukami Yang. So here we go, game one.
Oh, that is very huge for Mr. Racer, especially with a Naoto comp that's probably going to be a mark on both characters.
Yes, I do believe that we are looking at double mark territory 2 for the price of 1. The double shot.
Changing positions.
Now Mr. Racer doesn't really have to approach. He has a mark on both characters, and he has a meter to insta-kill one of them. Both characters on Orax's side still very low, even without the mark. That one touch might be a kill. Well, I think that was a 2-1-4 B miss input.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, yeah, just any hit. Any hit would do it, and Yang is not only dead, we will not see any semblance 2v1 situation. Narukami, best of luck. He did active switch 5C.
You know what's even crazier? Orax blocked it.
True. I'm just annoyed, but Mystery Racer will be taking game one.
Yeah, when you round start get happy birthday by pretty much any Shirogane comp that can get a mark set up off it, it's not gonna look very hot for you for the rest of the game. And you can just see right there, it only really took 2 more interactions before both of Orax's characters went down.
That's just the way it goes, man. When you get those double mark happy birthday situations, that's exactly what Mystery Racer wants. It's those Moderna marks, man. Two for the price of 1 and you're good to go. You're as good as out of here. All right, side effects for days.
Yeah, sure.
Game 2, see if Mystery Racer can have an equal type of success. A little bit of a slower round start, going to Orax's favor. To the corner we go.
Spin tap low and getting reset with a grab.
4P lockdown. Ooh! Yeah, DP trying to make this all burst safe. Oh my gosh, almost a big break, but still able to get a DP out of Mystery Racer.
Oh, yanked his feet.
Chip. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Okay. No wait! Okay, I thought Narukami was gonna get shot there. Not gonna
Yeah, I
lie.
think a big reason why Orax did that, they were hoping that Zio was also going to catch Adachi on the lingering frames, but Adachi was safe. But still, Orax has not really stopped in terms of those momentum despite some of the drops.
Yeah.
Orax. I didn't do it, man. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I almost forgot about that setup. It's been a while since I've seen Mr. Racer play this game.
Orax is doing fine, man. He has a nice life lead. What could possibly go wrong? It's just the mark. It's just the mark, dude. See? She burns, she hits. Almost killed Adachi.
Yeah, has to be really careful. Sticking with the Yang on point. It's gonna be really. Never mind. Just 5B straight through the Adachi, forcing Mr. to pop the resonance too. Still keeping this Yang on point. It's working out though, because that 4P catch. It's not going to be a kill, but it's going to waste a good amount of this resonance. Oh, but a gunshot supers on the wake up. That's going to be a mark on the Narukami and a kill on the Yang.
Yes, activates the resonance. Going to be eating this Hama own for now. Mr. Racer doesn't have access to doing that off of block swing any longer. Very nice DP snipe. Next hit kill scenario for both players here. Orax is the one that's tasked with a way to get in. Mr. Racer playing super patiently.
Yeah, he can't really do anything because there's always the threat of Zeodine. Sets up the mid dispensing. Oh, isn't able to cash out the 5A and just gets the 5A into the tick throw. And Mr. Racer, it's a very close game 2, but still clutching out with that Hama.
Absolutely. So many. I mean, Mr. Racer is up 2 games. 3 out of the 4 kills they've been able to get have been from insta-kill setups. So these are the type of games Mr. Racer wants. This is the type of games that a Shirogane player wants. If they're able to execute that win condition of just having you get marked and then hitting you with the Hama, I mean, they're all smiles. I guarantee it.
Having a mark on someone is never a bad thing for the Shirogane player.
I've got some bad news.
Definitely. It looks like Orax is locked and loaded and committed to this Narukami Yang that's been having some success previously before the set, and I would argue within the last set too. You know, Mr. Racer was able to stabilize a bit.
Second burst out from Orax. Oh yeah, that move is pretty minus actually a block, so just able to punch the AZO.
Yeah, Mr. Racer, good corner positioning. Yeah, push blocks the unblockable setup, but was not able to block the overhead there for sure. Got it.
Oh, nice block on the 5C though.
Man, plus frames for days. That Narukami lingers. Yeah, I was gonna say that Narukami is not safe out there. Mr. Racer recognizes it. Is trying to kill Narukami, nearly able to do it. Burning Gold saves a little bit of life.
Yeah, I actually might like to see Mr. Racer go into Adam Smasher there just to cash out on the kill on Narukami. He's still in a good position though.
Very true, very true. This isn't gonna kill Yang. This is gonna put her in a burn-in territory. You can see Mr. Racer respecting that. Oh, or so you. Oh boy. There it is. Yang is out of here. Solo Narukami coming in here with a level 2 resonance and a lot of life to get rid of, but we won't be seeing any of that at this point as that DP does get punished. And Mr. Racer able to take a 3-0 over Orax.
Moving him on to the winner's final positioning. Or not, winner's semifinals. God, blame Challenge. It's always Challenge's fault.
Yeah, always blame Challenge. If you're making any type of mistake on a bracket, whether you're looking at a Smash GG bracket or a Challenge bracket, if you ever looked at a Challenge bracket, that has lasting effects on your memory. It's PTSD. Just blame Challenge. It's always Challenge's fault.
It's always Challenge's fault. Your semifinals, they're always messed up. The finals is always messed up. Whatever is messed up, it's Challenge's fault. Remember that, kids.
100% correct. Well, yeah, we're trying to. These next matches are something. So we figured out winner semis. It'll be Yofe Scrub versus 4-Sword Kirby. That is a money match. That is to figure out who's going to be able to get in the money on top side of winners finals there. For the bottom side of winners semis, we have Mystery Racer, who will be fighting the winner of this next match that'll be happening on stream. It will be Guzman versus Zero Shadow Blood.
Hold on, no. Next stream match is Yoface Scrub and Podge. Guzman and Zero Shadow are already playing.
I apologize. So wait, we're having the money match right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look. Here's the thing about Four Sword Kirby, alright? He was one of the originals, the OGs. Four Sword Kirby joined this bracket before a single cent was donated to this pot, alright? He was one of the OGs, alright? And so he's here because he just wants to play some BBTAG, man. He just wants to play some games, right? But now he has all the pressure of the world, all the weight on his shoulders. This is a match for like, I don't, like $100 or something ridiculous, like at minimum.
I'm looking at the payouts, and as long as he wins this match, or whoever wins this match, gets at the very least currently $61.
That's pretty stonks. Yeah, you get at the by securing that winner's finals positioning, you're guaranteeing at least $61 of that $613 pot. And
this is a weekly.
This is a weekly.
This is something you would normally see in a regional, at the very least, if not a major.
Yeah, what third place is getting for this pot is usually the like cumulative like pot for an offline local with like registration fees. Like it's usually like on a good day, right? Of like 12 I could do math, like 12 people, $5 entry fee. Yeah, you got like $60. You split it up between top 3. No, $60 is going to third place here at WNF Online Edition episode 19.
It's just in Diddley. I don't want to say has offered. I would rather say has threatened to drop another $50 if Scrub gets into grand finals. So there's even more potential money on the line. You know, Diddley, I love you and all, but please go pay for electricity.
Man, Lon Lily's a real one. Lon Lily's not only concerned about the stomachs, the BB Tag player stomachs, but also concerned about their vision, you know, their eyesight, just making sure that they have lights on in the house, and more importantly, power. I mean, to play more BB Tag, right? I guess you could play BB Tag without power on a Switch, but like, you know, if you want to play on PC Tag or PS4, you're gonna need some power.
I'm just saying, Diddley, I don't think you can mod the game while you have no power with your computer. That's not something I think you can do. So please make sure that not only you guys, I'm saying to everyone, make sure you have enough money for food, but also Diddley specifically, please have enough money to pay for your electricity bill at the end of the month. I beg of you, please. I love you, but I'm a little bit concerned.
Rightfully so. But yeah, I believe these two are just jumping straight into it. Four Sword Kirby versus Yoface Scrub, the $60 money match, and the money match for even more beyond that. Whoever is able to secure this winner's finals positioning. Tager Yukiko on Four Sword Kirby's end, Ragnar Ruby on Yoface Scrub's end. Yeah, this is not the first time these two have played. Definitely a lot of matchup experience casually. You know, these two have played quite a bit, but also even beyond that. Meeting a lot in tournaments, especially back when we were running the Steam WNFs. This was a constant winners finals or sometimes even grand finals match that we saw.
Our performance here will
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Here we go, y'all. Game 1.
Yeah, excellent conversion of the 5P just to punish the Yang. No, wait. God.
Not quite. She is Yellow Ruby character, but it's not Yang.
God. This entire day has just been mixing me.
Look, at least you said the related ones, alright?
Oh, yo, Fuzzy Scrub. Oh, that was a very brave 214B coming out from Botch.
Alright, yeah. Four Sword Kirby needs to be very careful in this corner, right? They have not been able to escape. That big Miragi Knight is going to be fantastic, though. Inch their way out of this corner, get a little bit of damage on Scrub.
It's Ruby, though, keeping up the aggression, not wanting the Yu-Gi-Oh to really get anything started, and I don't blame him.
Oh, was trying to juggle that Ruby in the back, dropped a little bit, but able to find the air unblockable DP.
Yeah, but can't block the Gauntlet. Hades. He is a 20 health character. I was about to say, I wonder if that's gonna. This might kill if he's able to cash out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fantastic snipe. Despite the drop, Scrub recognizing that Pod just trying to take her copter out of there and just punishing accordingly, just stuck to this level. For Agi Stack Yukiko, level 3 Resonance is already getting hit. Ooh.
Coming up from Pod.
She says, don't you move. She means
My wife was getting shot. Bug on the empty jump low, just keeping up the pressure.
DP was the option.
Does he know? Yeah, disable the push block out.
Yeah, Scrub is staying super persistent here, and I think it's, I mean, that's what stuff you want to do against Yukiko naturally, but honestly, also because of that resonance, doesn't want Pod to have any options they could do that isn't trying to keep Scrub out. So not gaining any stacks or gaining any health, just keeping that aggression and looking to pay out for it. Pod is out of resonance and taking damage, and is going to be dead. Game 1 going to Scrub.
You still gonna tag along?
So yeah, pretty fantastic navigation there from YoFabe. Scrub just keeping Podge on the defensive. And yeah, really the entirety of that match, even earlier, Forcer Kirby, we noticed it was stuck that right side of the screen, couldn't get out of that corner. So see how they're going to be able to adapt and kind of get out of those sticky situations.
All engines up.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Game 2, fight.
Crimson Punisher. Please, would you mind?
Ruh-roh.
Tager was punished, but wow, Scrub still managed to maintain his positioning even through all of that nonsense.
Yeah, I got nothing for you there, but I was about to say Lon. That's not Lon. That's definitely Forcer Kirby.
Damn, this is the prejudice against Yukiko players. We're not all the same.
Yo, I am sorry.
I'm really surprised Podge is still keeping this Yukiko. Please don't kill her. No, hold on. Podge, please don't do this to her. Not while I'm here. No!
My deepest apologies. 11K is what brought down the little fangirl that owns a the sauna hotel.
It's an inn.
Okay.
It has a hot spring.
Yeah. Well, either way, she's not burning today, but Tager is definitely not too far behind her. Scrub has been all over Forcer Kirby. I don't know what that combo was.
Yeah, but it looks like Scrub was totally ready for all of that.
Oh my gosh.
Nice delay, or nice active swap to try to bait or
Are you okay?
potentially bait out the DP while still going for an overhead mix.
Yes, YoFabe Scrub. A game away from securing a minimum of $61 for their wallet in a tournament that is a weekly and has no entry fee.
Yeah, so Podge going over the character select screen, maybe thinking it over, or perhaps thinking about switching to another team. Now Podge, definitely well known for his Tager Yukiko, is probably going to be staying on the Tager Yukiko. Maybe he's really thinking about it, but what I was gonna say is that he actually has been working on a Blitz Tank Akatsuki a little bit. He has played against me a couple times in casuals, so I wonder if he's gonna potentially whip it out. He's definitely not as proficient with it compared with the Tager Yukiko, because naturally this is like the team he's been playing for like 2 or 3 years now.
Look, if there's any time to switch to your secret weapon, a tank no less, that you've been working on in the background to catch Arc Revo West Champion YoFabe Scrub off guard, it would be when you're down 2 games at WNF Online Edition Episode 19, a weekly, when there's $61 on the line, possibly more, in a $600 pot. But no, they're going to be sticking to Tager Yukiko. I'm not surprised. I think Pod's just taking a minute to probably do something in the background. But yeah, this is it. Interestingly enough, Scrub actually donated $60.50, so this match determines if they, at the very least, break even.
Hey, no, he doesn't break even. He gets $1.
True. Stonks.
Our performance
$1, that's value.
Can't escape
Let's
from
see what we
crossing
got here. Game 3, match point here for YoFabe Scrub.
Unfortunately, isn't able to bait the burst, but still good. Fans clashing, but isn't able to punish the whiff by BB. Oh, that's definitely a punish. That gives you 5 years and a half to punish it. Oh, but drops the combo.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, unfortunate combo drop there from Yofi Scrub. That would have been some nice corner positioning and damage done to Yukiko. You see Podge trying to run out now, but ooh, just caught by that Ruby 5P.
Yeah, good cover for Scrub with that 5P.
And the legend continues. Double overhead on the Messy Guessies. Best of luck. Nice DP. Just try to get out of here and create some space. Yofi Scrub, get away from me, please.
Yes. I can't believe that 4P still came out and punished Tager. Tager is dead for that.
You know, I hate Ruby's 4P. Like, I know it doesn't have Invul. I know it doesn't. But I swear, it has Invul. It is like the stupidest assist. And for that, Podge is going to be losing Tager down to the solo Yukiko in familiar territory. Level 1 Agi stack, level 2 Residence. This is rough.
Yeah, and Yukiko, definitely not a character to sleep on while she's in Residence, but while she's at level 1 and getting hit, she is not going to be doing her best. Oh, no. Well, there she goes.
And there it is. Yofi Scrub able to take it 3-0 over 4-sword Kirby and has made $1 minimum by moving into this winner's finals position. So yeah, good stuff. Yofi Scrub doing great in this bracket thus far. Has not dropped a game. So 2 consistent 3-0s to move them up to this position. And yeah, it looks like we also got the deciding match that will be happening to see who will be Yofi Scrub's opponent for that winner's final, to see who can also guarantee $60 minimum. It'll be Guzman and Mystery Racer, as Guzman was able to get the 3-0 victory over Zero Shadow Blood.
That is correct, yes. So just ping them, waiting on them to respond to that. And may I say, this is probably the most stacked losers bracket I've ever had to run.
Oh yeah, I mean, this bracket is insane.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. When you, oh god, I started choking on my own water. Hold on, I'm dying.
Please. Lon, tonight has been cursed enough. I need you alive, buddy. We have, or like, just a little bit beyond halfway through the tournament. Look, guys, this is a reminder, as Blue Sub says, drink water, but I'm adding an amendment to that. Don't drink it too fast. Lon, talk to me. Are you okay?
Wrong throat. Wrong
throat.
I mean, wrong
Yeah.
pipe.
Ron Rhodes? Am I hearing Ron Rhodes?
Ron Rose.
I'm just calling out to my alter ego to make sure that if I'm gone, he can take my place. Okay, I'm alive. Don't worry. It's the water.
Oh man.
Don't drink it too fast. Make sure it doesn't go into your lungs. Make sure it go.
Who's trying to go on play? That's Guzman. That's definitely a Guzman move right there. Streamer, Twitch.tv/ Guzman Gaming 1. Trying to steal some phones. I see you, Guzman.
Yeah, he gotta go online. Gotta steal those phones.
Man, somebody always has to do it. Somebody always has to try to go on net play. It's hilarious. But Guzman is here. We haven't seen Guzman on stream, but they've been having a pretty solid bracket run. Only one loss to Energizer, just coming off a victory over Zero Shadow Blood, going up against Mystery Racer, who has been having a more impressive run than Guzman. No games dropped. 3-0 victories over Truizi and Orax. So these two are coming in with a lot of momentum, but a lot of pressure. All right, this is to get into top 3 territory, guaranteed payout from that match arena pot. We won't do a full show right now, but if you haven't already, if you're not already familiar with the nonsense that is tonight, this cursed WNF Online Edition episode 19, it's a 600 and let me get the exact amount here. $613.30 pot. So insane stuff. You can make it even fatter. Use that code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for the free fix-it donation. We didn't get there through donations. We didn't get there through free donations. We got there through direct donations. Generosity from fantastic individuals such as Ditley, Lay Paul Bowell, Master Chief, Mystery Racer, Faith Scrub. myself, and Ebonic Plague. So shout outs to all those people. But also a additional shout out to one of those names I mentioned, Lay Paul Bao. That's Paul Lay, who is, and without him, none of this happens. We are using his servers currently to run this Parsec bracket. So exclamation point PS in the chat. We'll pull up a Ko-Fi link. You could donate directly to Paul Lay, and that goes towards server upkeep for these Parsec servers that we have here. So that's greatly appreciated. Do not sleep on that link, and do not sleep on this match because we're good to go. Mystery Racer versus Guzman is happening right now.
Yeah.
Well, Ruby, you having
Definitely
fun?
feels like Mr. Racer for this tournament is just gonna stick with team he is most strong with, the Adachi Naoto.
Yeah, and so interestingly enough, I mean, the money on the line is making people pull out the mains because Guzman doesn't. This is their like quote unquote main team, but he does not play this very often nowadays. He has not really been picking Yang too much, so truly bringing out the Yang Ruby for this occasion, and it seems to be paying off to get him this far.
Got the 3-0 shuttle up anyways. Excellent 2B call to punish the burst. Gonna be cashing out on the mark on the Yang. Definitely good to cash out a mark on Yang specifically. Not only is she that juicy 18k health character, but she also possibly prevent her from going into Iburn when she's really threatening.
Yeah, lots of blocks up at the moment, building up that bar as well. And yeah, just zoning Guzman out. Doesn't want to deal with anything. Oh my gosh, big happy birthday.
Yeah, found an excellent way just over those traps and got that 4P call just to capitalize on his happy birthday. Yeah, not the best starter, so it's gonna be still a good amount of damage on both characters. You can never complain about that.
Yeah, did not spin the bar, but that's a fantastic hit on the Shirogane there. Okay, can't quite kill with this. Yeah, tried to go for the cross raid, but just too high proration. Oh, that would be a double mark. The Moderna marks 2 for 1. Straight into the Adachi. Side effects for days. Where are we going? Oh,
Damn. Yang got a double dose of the double dose.
true. Yeah, she waited a 14-second period. I see. 5C is crazy. Yo, I thought he's gonna die.
Oh, he's dead now.
Yo, and gonna activate the cross combo. 4 sandwich charger incoming. Time to guess. Good luck.
Oh, it was...
Oh, I need more plus frames to confirm off of this. Even though you didn't even need to confirm.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty
The
awesome.
sister Yang Ruby gonna be able to take game 1 here for Guzman. 5C for $60. Worth. Shoutouts to Keo.
Get ready.
If you gotta use
mean-
the 5C for just 60
I mean, you
bucks.
get like 6k for a 5cc. So I mean, just take 2 zeros off of that.
Mmm.
Well, Ruby,
Cheap spin.
you having fun
That's what I
yet?
call optimal area damage.
I get to fight with you.
I'm tired of this.
Well,
It's
Guzman
your case
is out here. A
now.
third of the job done. 2/3 of the job to go here against Mystery Racer. Game 2, what do we got?
Waking up with violence, able to clip Yang on the way in, but isn't able to bait the burst, and Mr. Racer just getting trapped for his troubles.
Okay, yeah, bursting in the Shirogane towards the tail end of that combo. Just trying to zone Guzman out. Don't get in. We saw what happened when Guzman got in last game, but Guzman's not being deterred at all in this game. Absolute chaos and coverage here from Guzman that is resulting in a unburstable Shirogane damage. Nice push block, avoid that situation.
Yeah, but this Ruby is still in, swapping in the Adachi, sets up a BZO. Yang still in the background getting hit, but not a huge punish. Or
Yo,
another
this
BZO.
is great. I think Guzman has been moving around fantastically with this Ruby to navigate around Mystery Racer with pressure, but did not have the combo. That could have been a dead Shirogane. No, I mean, it's not a punish, but it is a hit on the Adachi incoming.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a dead Shirogane if that combo stabilized.
Yo, Goose. Oh! You thought I was a 5C? This time it's a jump C. Boom, Shakalaka. Dead. Adachi solo Shirogane coming in.
Oh, wakes up with the gunshots, and it looks like Guzman is blocking, able to get the punish on it accordingly, and is able to get a kill on that Shirogane, and Guzman is up 2-0 in this set.
Guzman. Twitch.tv/Guzman Gaming Money. He about to get a new microphone with that, new webcam, something. That man is guaranteed $60 minimum if he's able to get one more game here over Mystery Racer. Mystery Racer has not locked in the rematch yet. Could it be that character crisis doubt plaguing Mystery Racer's mind right here on the brink, down 2 games, $60 on the line. Is now the time? Okay, I was gonna say, is now the time you're gonna doubt your main squeeze?
Yeah, I would just like to say, Mr. Racer, one of those people that did contribute it. If he does get into the 3rd place positioning, he will also be getting $1.
I forgot about that. That's true. Mystery Racer matched Scrub on the donation, and that's how a part of how we've ended up in this situation in the first place.
Already know your goals. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
All right, see if Mystery Racer could turn things around. Needs a reverse sweep here. It gets a very strong Guzman. Nearly a happy birthday start for Guzman, but still able to find a throw. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I think Mr. Racer wanted to end here, but it was just a bit too late.
Okay, yeah, Guzman's staying patient. Not going to be busting out any bursts or anything crazy. Oh, throw it!
Oh, sure, guy messed it up a little bit.
What?
He's with the cross up, but did it block and then
from the beginning. Shirogane is down. Guzman is gaming.
Yes, and it's gonna be hard for Mr. Racer to get that $1 profit bonus after this huge life deficit. Oh, he's probably expecting a cross up. Guzman probably not expecting him to expect the cross up.
Oh my god, Mr. Racer's in a ton of trouble when it comes to the solo character. They do not want to play Adachi. That's the hit confirmed too. Oh man. 1v1 situation. Gang, this is a Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. What are you doing here in my game?
Oh, yeah, and now suddenly these life totals are very equalized, but Guzman's still having the resonance. Oh, unfortunately, just oh my gosh.
Guzman doesn't want to pop the resonance. He's like, no, I gotta go in. There's $60 on the line. Oh, he forces a mistake out of Mr. Racer.
I don't know if that's gonna be a kill.
If he was really ready, he could have like possibly side swapped to make sure it was a kill, but now he's just a hit away from dying. Pops the resonance now, trying to settle on this life lead. She burns.
Yes.
Oh. Parsec burning gold. Parsec burning gold. Oh, he tried to... Yo, Mr. Racer needs to be so careful. A flick of Adachi's hair. Is anything can kill. The jump B.
Yeah, he's unable to confirm off that since it was air hit.
He's done IAD backdash like 50 times. Oh my gosh!
Okay. Oh, Mr. Racer, stay patient.
It's crazy. Is he really gonna do this? Oh, is he gonna make a comeback?
Eric is still in it. Eric is still in it.
It was only Nits, Zeos, and Jump B's IAD backdashes. Those are the only 3 options he did for 50 seconds, and it made the comeback. Mr. Racer is still in it.
Yes, that was an insane solo Adachi comeback, and I guess Eric still in it. Just needs to win 2 more sets on this, or not 2 more sets, 2 more games on this team. He is not allowed to swap. He is stuck with the Adachi Naoto.
Bro, this is what he did. He donated the $60 to the pot to really put the pressure on himself because he knows he needs a new controller. He already saved up for the new controller, so he just donates the new controller, put the pressure on himself to win. That way he can guarantee that he can keep playing BBTAG. I respect.
Yeah, absolutely. This is all according to Keikaku, the plan. It's slowly forming, but he still needs to win 2 games before it can really happen. Oh my goodness.
Yo, if he checked the tolls with the 2-way, that was gonna be quite sagas there for Guzman Gaming 1. But
oh no, yeah, it just didn't autocorrect the way I think Mr. Racer wanted.
Oh, try to get you back. Just needs to delay that bit. Happy birthday, is that a Moderna? Oh,
please?
Make it happen. Really cashing out as much damage here as possible before they seal the deal. And there it is. That is going to be the 2-for-1 special for you two. Wait 14 days and come back. Oh boy.
Oh, and base the burst. The Yang will not be burning today. This is looking like a great game for Mr. Racer, especially with the counter to JB. Forces Guzman to pop the resonance. Gets hit by the AZO. Like, what was that? He is timing. He is so confident right now. He did 2-1-4-B. Oh my god, dude, he's not letting you go after that. No way in hell is he letting you go. Goes for the empty jump grab. Guzman is loose. Don't ever taunt at him ever. Don't taunt him in full speed ever. He is loose. The Guzman is looseman. The Guzman is looseman. Unfortunately drops the combo, but Mr. Racer probably putting the 1-touch zone, setting up the fort. Setting up the Hama pressure. No matter what's happening with these wait, what? I just realized Ruby is not marked, but whatever. Gets the cross up, guns, but man, Guzman was going wild.
Man, Guzman unleashed. Still not enough to get this third game. They need more Mystery Racer. They looked so solid in the first 2 games. They even look solid in the last 2 games. They just can't seal the deal. Mystery Racer, on the other hand, he's fighting for his damn life right now. 2-2. $60 on the line. DualShock Force.
$60 minimum. Oh, that is an excellent start for Mystery Racer. Able to get the counter JB, but unfortunately drops the combo. It doesn't block the JC. Guzman picking up accordingly. Mystery Racer finding a good place out to burst.
Oh my god.
Yeah, block the JC.
Really committed with that one. She will be burning.
Swaps it into the Ruby, immediately wants to save up that Yang's health bar. This is very much a Mystery Racer favorite game area. Oh, I think he missed the 2-6B intro, but it's okay. 6B covering both sides, able to bait the burst. This should be a dead Yang.
I think so, barring anything crazy, and no, it's just good old reliable cross blast to bring down the Yang. Solo Ruby. Guzman has been playing nuts. He needs to go beyond nuts. Full acorns here in order to get this match. Oh my, okay.
Oh, okay, isn't able to stabilize the happy birthday, unfortunately. Oh, but an excellent air-to-air coverage, but isn't able to catch up. Excellent anti-air bait, but Adachi 5-8 moving him a little bit too forward. Guzman popping in the resonance immediately, sets up the beast Dio pressure.
No, there's a gap there. Oh no. Oh, just dodge through it. I can't take your pressure. Gotta make this comeback.
Oh.
No stabilization.
Yeah, but the traps, the confirm, and Mr. Racer will be taking the set over Guzman with the reverse sweep.
What a insane, he's cracked, bro. What an insane conversion there from Mystery Racer, and what an insane reverse sweep in order to take it 3-2 over Guzman and move into winners finals, guaranteeing at bare minimum he could buy that new DualShock 4 he so desperately needs. Mystery Racer's gaming.
He is indeed gaming. That set was a wild ride. Excellent stuff to both players, but yes, Mystery Racer will be moving on. He gets that one. You know, actually, no, it's still $1 minimum. He still gets $1 back in terms of profits. Please go buy your controller, Mr. Racer. You've been complaining about it for literally weeks. I want to see you get a new controller.
Yes, absolutely, man. And this just goes to show, look, generosity goes a long way. The 2 people in winners finals are 2 people that have contributed to this insane pot in the first place. Yo, Fame Scrub and Mr. Racer. It's something else. But yeah, folks, the BB tag action does not stop just because we filled out the winner's side. We have, as Cheap said, an insane losers bracket to play out. And it's starting right now with this next matchup we have coming up here. Wandering Wolf versus Jay Gotcha-BZ.
And I'm not sure how much matchup experience these two have against each other. I know that Wandering Wolf does have the PlayStation version, but he is a bit more of a PC tag lurker. So it wouldn't surprise me if these two have fought in the past, but I feel like it's unlikely.
Yeah, personally, I'm inclined to believe that this is going to be the initial meetup between the two. You know, as you said, Wandering Wolf has PS4, but specifically is on PC tag. I know when we were running WNF Steam, and even Danger Time, you know, those are both on PC. BZ wasn't around for those, and BZ also started joining WNFs in like the latter half of the year. And that was well beyond Wandering Wolf had stopped entering WNFs. Had a few like appearances in PS4, but even if they have played, Wolf definitely hasn't fought this BZ team. So yeah, this will be interesting on both ends. I'm not sure if they're doing a button check either, honestly.
Jay gotcha, BZ. Both hitting with the nah, I'm good, but unless you want one, so.
Oh nope, they're going into it.
Okay, yeah, okay, they're going straight into it.
Take a break.
Yeah, here it goes. I mean, for BZ's and Chie Lene, on like paper is a team that you just don't really see, so to be like something to really have to overcome. But also just Wolf as a player, man. Wolf is solid. So this will be something else. Game 1. Are we going for a round start 2C? No.
Going for the round start. Go backwards.
Full triple jump from Lene, and oops, it's a sandwich. Best of luck. Oh! First denied. Wandering Wolfish moving and grooving. What in the world happened to Ruby's life bar?
I'm not quite sure, but still, very good for Wandering Wolf so far.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Wandering Wolf is just looking fantastic right now. Oh, I've said that before. It's fine. Everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's... No! Oh, okay, you know what?
No, dude, it's fine.
Yeah. Nothing wrong going on yet. Just the Lene getting punch to punch. Cashing out a little bit. Oh, no punish on the with 4A.
Ooh, punish with the Yang 5P. Wolf a little bit low on the Lene. Drop combo for BZ. That's huge. Okay.
The full screen pressure is
a whiff. Yeah, he went for the 5A. It was not in range. You need a 5B there. Just activating meteors. What are you hitting buttons for below me? You're dead. Congratulations.
Setting up more meteor. Interesting. Swapping into the Lene. This could be really risky. Yeah. She's gonna be going up for that.
Can't believe he did that. I was really shocked that he swapped into Lene there. I imagined maybe it was an error, but either way, 1v1 situation, I like it. That's real. GA5C is a mix-up tool. We here.
Atkins approved mix-up tool. Looks like most of BZ's resonance will be running out. And goes for the BZ plus one. This is very good for Wolf. Never mind. Didn't really get a lot of value out of that resonance. Gonna be spending some of the meatballs now.
Was that a smoke bait? Dude, he did like the B fist right in front of his face. To Ruby, no less. Ruby has like 5B and all these things that can cover that space, and it was just a complete right call. Counter hit starter, no less, and a game 1 going to Wandering Wolf.
That was crazy. He was like, I'll run up. I think BZ expected to throw, but you know, since TA does lurch back when she does that, I think it just baited the throw. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Either way, it was sick.
Very, very nice stuff there from Wandering Wolf as they seal that game 1. The late game of that was getting me a bit nervous, but they were still able to take it going into this game 2 now. Oh my gosh.
Rolled in, straight in with the grab. BZ not ready for it, but unfortunately Wandering Wolf dropping the combo.
Boom. Nearly a huge whiff punish there. Okay, landing into the sandwich. Never mind, I have a triple jump. Joke's on you.
Funny triple jump shenanigans. Excellent jump A to punish the tackle.
If you're BZ right now, you need to be insanely careful about like your options, your DPs, your bursts.
Oh no. Yeah, and Wandering Wolf going getting their DP baited.
So this will be a good way for BZ to kind of fire back, get some damage on the board. Lene bleeding. Trying to stop. Oh my god, that hit!
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
I don't... Either A, BZ went for a non-safe jump option off that, or he just accidentally just didn't block off that safe jump setup.
Either way, huge returns here for Wandering Wolf as they're able to take out that Yang early. Level 2 resonance popped early here for BZ. They find a hit, getting some damage on his chi, but still a lot of ground to make up. Oh, 2-8. Oh, such a beautiful move. Oh, are we going? Oh, okay. No, we can't. We can't. Not like this. Next time.
Still definitely in the one-touch zone with no burst on deck. This team will kill you if it has enough meter to do so.
5-8 checks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There it is. The DP bait to seal it. Wandering Wolf up 2-0 against BZ now.
It's like BZ sticking strong with the Yang Ruby.
Yeah. BZ has not shown any signs of switching throughout this bracket from the matches that we've been able to spectate thus far. As far as anything that's been off stream, who knows if they've been switching off the Yang Ruby. But based on being in this situation with this type of bracket, it seems like they're just fully committed to this Yang Ruby pick.
Well, they've been rolling with for the past It's about a month now.
Well, looking in the Discord, it seems like that's not actually the case. BZ said wait character select, and no, he's busting. Look, $600 pot, bust out the ruby hide right now. I don't blame you, BZ.
Yes. Now I have to take out everything I said, switching back over to the main squeeze, the Rube Hide. It's been when he's playing for more than a month.
True, factually accurate.
I don't know how long BZ's been on this comp, but it's for sure the comp they've probably poured in the most time with.
If you're scared, you can just
Yeah,
stand
hopefully
back and watch.
on this brink of elimination, where they need this reverse sweep against Wandering Wolf, who has been looking fantastic so far. It's enough to kind of pull ahead, but we'll have to see how this works out. Game 3, Wandering Wolf match point.
Oh, that is not a good start. Oh yeah, the 5BBB too far to stabilize, but yeah, that Linnae 5A or 4A is really fast.
Yeah, that's been I think 3 times that's been Wandering Wolf's round starters at 5B, and it's been checking BZ every time if it's on hit or on block, and right now he's just snowballing off of it, man. BZ needs to be so careful.
Yeah, no burst on deck good block on the overhead. Calling in the meatballs, that Ruby is definitely bleeding.
I like it. I respect it. That is Chain's DP. It's 2A.
Yeah. Oh, just didn't stabilize the confirm. Oh, getting hit by the raw EX Ben Sinister.
Trying to go for double overhead. DP, get me out of here.
Yes. Nice jump out to avoid the sandwich scenario. Nice jump. Never mind. I don't know. Is it dead hide?
Very close.
That was his wake up option and it worked.
The last hit whiffed, no less, and it all worked. Double super. Linnae's gonna be super low, not dead. This is rough. The IAD jump A. BZ is moving and grooving. Oh. That's what I would say.
Yeah, not moving and grooving with that Ruby, that's for sure. Sets up the meteors on the incoming. Ready for the cross up. There is an Astral on deck on BZ's side, but to be really careful on. He's just throwing the pizzas. Oh! Whoa! I wasn't ready.
Oh my god. Yeah, he can't Astral here.
Yeah.
Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Has life lead. They're both gonna be deprived of resonance. BZ has that corner positioning. Trying to make anything happen.
He wasn't ready! He wasn't ready! What a reset!
My gosh! Oh man! That jump C was ridiculous, and BZ was still able to pull it out with that solo hide. It's 2-1 now. BZ hanging in there.
That EX Ben Sinister call was crazy. I mean, amongst a lot of other crazy things happening in that match.
Yeah, I think BZ was recognizing that Wolf's call was gonna be meteors, and saying, you know, he's gonna do full screen. He recognizes I'm full screen. There's no reason he would do close meteors. If I do the Ben Sinister here, if I don't punish, it's at least gonna get me in, which is the problem. So that was a fantastic call to make.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Game 4.
Just do it. Four time. Just a Linnae 5B. It always either hits or is blocked, and either one of those situations are good for Wandering Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, just going with the grab. Active swap setup. Yeah, good place to burst out. Good challenge. Oh, but didn't believe in it.
Oh my gosh, gets the jumper with the jump B. Not able to confirm fully off of it. Yeah, Wolf has been very good on those meteors. Not just like doing them, but doing them specifically as a counter call to BZ's assist calls, because he's been getting a lot of assist punishes with those.
Yeah, gotta be careful with that Ruby. Yeah. Yeah, swapping into Linnae. I was about to say some power charge shenanigans gonna happen, but no 4 bars in deck, but still. Releases threatening sandwich scenario, doesn't block the overhead and baits the burst.
Yeah, that is a dead Ruby there. Solo hide here for BZ yet again. We saw the comeback before, but these circumstances are much more dire.
Yeah, but excellent 2B call hide. Doesn't really do a lot of damage, but still looking good so far. Gets the tick grab.
Oh, going for the routes, couldn't quite get it. And this is looking fantastic here for Wolf. What do we have on the confirm? He still... It was not necessary, but he still went for it. BZ lived to see the light of day.
Yeah. Another shot at life. What does he do with it? Gets a B-punch for his trouble, though.
Here comes the giant fist, says Wandering Wolf, as they take it 3-1 over BZ and proceeds throughout this loser's bracket.
Sure, I'll tell you, it's meat. You gotta eat more meat.
It's like that. Wandering Wolf will be fighting Eubiotic Plague in Losers Round 3.
Very cool.
Who we got up next though?
I am currently finding out if Jan is ready. Yes. Okay. Cool.
So
we got
Jan versus Zero Shadow.
versus Zero Shadow Blood on stream.
Gotcha.
Very cool. This will definitely be a good one to get us going. I'm going to get them set up on the Parsec. How about one of y'all tell them about this lovely and cursed match arena that we have for tonight's pot?
All right.
You want to take care of it, one?
Yeah, I'll go take care of it. You gotta go deal with some Parsec stuff, so I got it.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright guys, if you haven't already, make sure you type in the code WNFO21_19 BBTAG into the match arena to donate a free 50 cents into the pot. It is fast and easy, and our players would definitely contribute this relatively small little bonus, but a bonus nonetheless to this ginormous freaking pot. If you want to be even more generous to add more money to the pot with your own money, you can do a direct contribution. All I ask for you is you donate a reasonable amount of money so you can still pay your bills afterwards. If you want other free ways to add money into the pot, we got those sponsor sets on the side. It's as easy as following Diaphone over on Twitter or on Twitch. Sure you go do those if you haven't already. If you want some merchandise with your direct contribution, we do have a lot of merchandise. We got manga supplied to us by Kaiten Book. We got Loner Life in Another World. My dad is the queen of all VTubers. Welcome to the Ascot Restaurant. Cooker's Guide to Babysitting, Gotcha Girl's Corpse, Loner Life in Another World, Shed That Skin, Ryusaki-san, and Uza Maid. Our maid is way too annoying. We also got a lot of merchandise in the pot. We got quintessential quintuplet acrylic stands, girl front cane keychains, girl front like rubber clips, fake go keychains, Brisket keychains, and Azure Lane keychains. Any which way you contribute to this pot tonight is much appreciated.
Very, very cool. Yeah, we're just waiting here. I do have Jan in the server. We're waiting on Zero Shot of Blood. Who's here? Attempting to connect right now. Jan is... So this isn't their first WNF. We've seen Jan around WNF a couple of times a bit earlier into the pandemic. Definitely a strong player. One Anime Evo West, if I'm not mistaken, was able to take that. So always excited to watch him play. Plays that Team 40K Tigger Walled and definitely super proficient with it. Gonna be going up against Zero Shadow Blood. So the thing about these two, I've never seen them play before, but I know that they have definitely ran sets in the past, pretty closely aligned players and very good friends. So they're going to be going into this with a lot of knowledge about each other, but I don't know if they've played under these circumstances before in like an actual tournament set. So this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and I myself am not the most familiar person with Jan. I believe they're a 40k player, right?
Correct, yeah, Tigger Walled.
Yeah. I'm unsure of their playstyle. I'm unsure of what exactly they've done. I unfortunately just haven't watched a lot of tournaments with them. But interesting thing about all these 40k players is that they all have their very unique way of playing it. So it'll be interesting to see what Jan has got.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Jan, so Jan's background is Marvel. Like Jan's background is actually like Marvel 3. And so in that vein, they have very good defense. They also don't mind playing the game a bit slower. And I think they have a very dissect heavy type of gameplay to where in their first initial matches or first initial goings in a set, you may see them take things very slow. It's not very uncommon to see Jan go into a rampage time situation. And then from there, once they dissect and get the read, they just go crazy. Like, they are really in your head and make these fantastic reads. The thing is, I don't know if that's the pacing of the set that we're going to see. Like I said, these two know each other. Like, they have definitely played a lot of sets, so I'm interested to see how this goes. That's right now, Zero Shadow Blood forcing the sandwich here. Jan already in the mix. Fantastic defense and a fantastic burst to kind of subside that mix.
Oh, but a really excellent act switch to punish the DP.
Okay, checks out of the corner. Zero Shadow Blood on it. Yeah, just well-constructed offense trying to bait any burst that Jan can do anything at all, but constantly guessing right on these mix-ups.
Ooh, and yeah, it's an assist starter, so probably not going to be able to catch him in a kill, especially on this 20k.
Very true, but oh my gosh, the big fuzzy wasn't able to bait the Taker burst.
Sitting at the grand fight for pressure, empty jump below. Oh, it's kind of interesting that he jumped back after that.
Yeah, no hit confirm, unfortunately. Jan trying to make this happen. Another bait on that DP. Yeah, Zero Shadow Blood's defense has just been very well constructed of like making sure that they're leaving the proper spacing for those DPs from Jan. Again, you know, just going over, getting another with DP, and that's going to be game one going to Zero Shadow Blood.
Jan definitely looking very antsy on the offense, and considering the fact they have played before in the past, maybe Zero Shadow Blood knows a lot about Jan's potential like defensive habits there. So yeah, there's a lot of active swap stuff to try to cover those potential DPs.
Absolutely, yeah. See how this works out for Jan going into the game two. Probably going to be having in mind how Zero Shadow Blood's constructing that pressure, and go for some different DP timings. You know, recognizing those kind of sandwich situations and active swap situations. Zero Shadow Blood is constantly setting up. Huge round start for Zero Shadow Blood. That's another thing. Wall's round start just due to this, like, what?
Bro, not only was that a reset off the restand 6P, but like he went flying.
I don't know what happened.
Don't ask.
All right, Sparkbolt, Jen trying to get stuff started here.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I was about to say he actually 5P'd into sandwiches, but no, he just got 5P'd to get it again.
Woo! Ooh, got caught on the frame trap. 6K, Jan in trouble. Misses the tick throw, but covers with the UB5P. Wasn't quite able to get a combo.
Yeah, these DPs still coming out from Jan.
Ooh, what a whiff punish.
Yeah, really good Aizunaga to punch that 2C.
Wow, just the empty air dash, or the late air dash jump AAs, but Zero Shadow Blood able to get UB in safely.
I feel like he got crossed up. That thing is stupid.
It is quite dumb. You're not capping there. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Yeah, that's a very swishy swap, but yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, you'll be getting sniped a little bit. Doesn't bait the burst, unfortunately. Yo,
Yeah,
what's
this,
that?
oh! Tick throw right there. Jan will be getting nearly a dead Yumi off of this, but not quite. The 5C catches the, what I think, wick up backdash?
Yes, and just gets hit on the incoming, and Jan able to take game 2 over Zero Shadow Blood.
Yes, and you know, now that game was a little bit of a display of the type of gameplay you can see from Jan. Pretty slow. That almost went to rampage time. They were literally at like 92 in-game seconds, and Jan dissect. It's a dissect type of gameplay to where eventually once he gets used to kind of playstyle and the interaction neutral, he just gets hit after hit. Zero Shadow, but wasn't able to leave that corner. Fantastic. And trap to start things off with Zero Shadow Blood.
Unfortunately, drops the combo and loses his corner positioning, but it's okay. Yumi 6P. Oh, try to be a little bit too fancy there.
Go for them gamer routes. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Able to find a throw off of that situation. Messy, guessy central. Where are we going? Catches the bash. Jan getting some solid reads here thus far.
That has to be really careful.
What?
That's a Tager option. That's a Tager player option right there. Soupy, DP, why not?
All right, into the corner we go.
No 6 jumps for you, baby. No 6 jumps.
Oh man, I've been dealing with that a lot. Those command throw super. You think you're doing a safe jump? It's not so safe. It's not so safe. What a mix! Fantastic confirmation from Zero Shadow Blood. That should be curtains for the Tager. Yes.
Now you face me.
Solo walled coming in here for Jen. Already getting hit by this Yumi 4P.
Oh, but it's so weird.
Just a bit. Okay, resonancing just to kind of subdue this mix quite a bit. What a DP to find in that situation there for Jen. Yeah, this is rough. You can see Zero Shadow Blood is not looking to commit anything too crazy. You know, it's just solo walled. Not even gonna go for any whiff punishes. It's gonna be up to Jan to kind of cover the ground. Get the boost. Is that a dead Susanoo?
This walled super does a good amount of damage, and yes, just off that 2C 1v1 situation.
Zero Shadow Blood possibly playing things a bit too safe here. We're down to a 1v1 situation. Almost cleared the jump on that UB5B and anti, but Zero Shadow Blood was not ready for the confirm. Down to the wire here. Snowbird's trying to keep Jan at pace. Jan needs like a solid 2 hits in order to make this happen.
Yeah.
The Snowbirds keep him locked down, and Zero Shadow Blood able to get game 2 on the board now.
Get ready.
Yeah, so some fantastic kind of headstrong willingness to play that solo walled out and almost make the comeback, but Zero Shadow Blood able to seal it out, a game away from taking it here over Jan. Oh, that round start again. Yeah, like, because Walt's hitbox is like really big on round start. This is the second time we're seeing this interaction. No, I guess there's like a combo you can get off of that. Just dropped it both times, unfortunately.
I think Zero Shadow Blood's trying to go for 5B when 5B doesn't ODG, unfortunately. Oh, tries to go for the hit B. Zero Shadow Blood jumping out.
Great recognition there from Zero Shadow Blood. Oh, and there it is, a repeat of what we saw in game 1 there. That active swap to bait the DP. Fantastic stuff. Well constructed pressure from Zero Shadow Blood as we carry to the corner. Yet again, otra vez. What is the mix? Oh!
Bruh! That's illegal.
Quite illegal if you do. Oh, wow. What a throw tech there from Zero Shadow Blood. Really ready. Counter hit confirmed. He's on fire right now.
Oh, compliment to his first. Let's go.
True. He's on ice right now. He's playing you.
Oh! Yeah, that should be dead. Even if he's 20k. 2 meters on deck. Susanoo, the god of damage, plus the DHC, going to be taking out Wald and Jan from this tournament.
Yes, and that will do it. Zero Shadow Blood getting the 3-1 victory over Jan. Going to be proceeding in this loser's bracket, going into loser's quarters to fight 4-Sword Kirby. Holy crap, what? Where's the server? Multiple people went online that I'm friends with on Parsec, and the freaking server just, I'm like, where is the server?
I don't know.
I found it. Everything is fine.
Alright. Who we having up next?
Alright, well, it looks like Ebonic and Wandering Wolf are still playing their match, so yeah, only match you can have is 4-Sword Kirby and Zero Shadow Blood.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go grab some more water real quick.
You're good to go, player. Go ahead and hydrate. Yeah, 4-Sword Kirby and Zero Shadow Blood. With the powers of Parsec, a more common match we've been seeing now and again. I mean, there was that time frame where 4-Sword Kirby was actually playing on PS4 for a little, and they got to enter a couple of PS4 WNFs. So it's kind of during the time frame that Zero Shadow Blood was starting to enter WNFs as well. So these two do have some matchup knowledge against each other. This won't be a full initial meeting between the two, so Tager Yukiko won't be catching Zero Shadow Blood off guard. But it'll be an interesting set. You know, definitely the implications of the set is who's going to be able to get into that loser semis final, a fight for a spot in that, well, No. Yeah, that would be for loser spot. Oh no, wait, yeah, loser semis would be a fight for a spot to get into the money. So, important match here. You know, this is in our top 6, so they are definitely fighting to see if they can get a chunk of that match in a pot.
I gotta say, even though I've been, you know, constantly tuning in and out because of TOing this wild bracket, the matches that have been on display so far have been of a very, very high caliber.
Oh yeah, it's been fire, man. I mean, we got like 15 entrants in this bracket, and just like the caliber of playing, like I said on the top of the stream, right? The kind of difference between the players. We have a lot of like different character variety that we're seeing here at WNF that we're not used to. We have Teddy and like Chie and Lene and like all these different characters. I mean, 40K. I mean, we usually see Tager on like weird comps here at WNF, but no, we actually got to see actual 40K. 2 different Waldsteins in the bracket, so it's been like a fantastic bracket to commentate thus far, watch thus far. I hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves here here on this WNF Online Edition episode 19.
Love to see.
Oh, it looks like we did have a movement in the bracket. Ebonic Plague was able to get the 3-1 victory over Wandering Wolf, so they'll be heading up against Guzman. But that's neither here nor there for the context of this stream match, because Forster Kirby has just joined, and they will be going up against Zero Shadow Blood. Don't go online. Don't do it. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go online. All right.
They're just simply teasing us. No online will be played because they're all... God damn it!
I always have to do it once. I hadn't done it all night. I had been so consistent in my control alt tilde, I accidentally alt F4'd. I'm so sorry.
You know, for a second there, the player 1 icon wasn't there, and I was about to have a Brawl PC tag moment.
Yeah, that was almost cursed. Look, every Parsec tournament, I do it once. I was on a good streak of not doing it, but my middle finger, man, it was like, yo, F4, it's looking kind of nice up there. I'm like, nah, bro, we gotta hit control and tilde, man. I don't know why you want to hit F4. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I couldn't stop it. He just did it.
It was tempting.
Podge with the question marks. I don't know what happened, Podge. Don't ask me. All right, I don't have no answers.
Yeah, there's 0 answers to your question. No, nada.
Yes, we will be gaming.
The question is, what song will they be gamering to?
The Wandering Wolf.
Yo,
in tribute to Wandering Wolf being in this bracket. But it's an Akihiko theme, and Wandering Wolf does not play Akihiko? Could it be?
That wild.
Okay, so they're going straight into it. No button checks here.
Yes. Looks like the Wandering Wolf tribute. Going to be playing it.
Oh. Well, let's see how this works out here. Again, different platforms. Zero Shadow Blood mostly on PS4, Force Kirby mostly on PC, but not in this one. They're actually Zero Shadow Blood already knowing the name of the game. Let me just get my pressure started. Doesn't matter who you're playing, what type of team you're playing, but no punish on the Yukiko incoming.
That was some Lawn Lily blessing right there.
Bro, it looks like he's playing on like a 2x speed mod or something. That dude Zero Shadow Blood is moving right now. Like, there's definitely been at least like 5 mix-ups in like 10 seconds.
Damn, none of these bursts are being punished, but still Podge not getting any footing in this mashup.
Oh boy. Oh wow.
That was was a very good call out on that Actus whip because Susanoo was in the air.
Alright, trying to lock down. Fantastic defense on this interaction thus far. That is going to be a punish as Zero Shot of Blood has been consistent in that. Constructing pressure to make you scared and want a DP, but active swap and punish you afterwards. And if you're making a mistake against this team, you eat some big dammy whammy. Taker going down, solo Kiko. Coming in with no Aki stacks, barely any resources. This is rough.
Yeah, this is not the position you would want. 5C reset. He's going to be gaining at least 2 fire levels.
Yeah, the question is, when is...
Oh no.
Or can Force-Sword Kirby do anything? I mean, he's dead. Close your eyes, Juan. Close your eyes. Don't. It's not worth it, player. I know.
Nothing has happened. I looked away. I went to go take a sip of water, reflect on my life decisions, and I came back. Susanoo Yumi won. I'm not sure how.
And on the care select a Coxie Blitz Tank. Is it time?
Is it time? He's hovering over the Tager. He's thinking about it.
Hold on. Okay, so it may have been something weird going on with, because I ironically made the observation. I was like, yo, it's like Zero Shadow Blood is playing in like turbo speed right now, because it just the game was going really fast. It looked like it was moving. Both players indicated that the match just fell off. Zero Shadow Blood felt like it was going really fast. Forza Kirby was saying it felt laggy, so it's gonna restart the game. Forza Kirby's actually gonna restart Parsec altogether. We're gonna run that back.
Are we not counting that game?
That I don't know, but I know we're restarting the setup.
Okay.
Yeah, Forza Kirby's saying they're gonna check the Parsec settings. They are attempting to connect now. Okay. All right, and hopefully things are stabilized here. I am not alt F4ing. All right, I refuse.
Please do not do that.
All right, so yeah, they're jumping back into it. Hopefully that stabilizes the game there a bit. No turbo mods here.
Yeah. Still gonna be sticking with the Wonder Wolf theme.
I like it.
It'd be really funny if this was the activation for the turbo mode, but I really doubt it.
It could be. Okay.
If you think yourself a warrior, then speak with your strength.
All right, well, it looks like we're jumping into it. This is a confirmed game 2.
Okay.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, Forza Kirby backed into this quarter right now. Oh my gosh, Yukiko hit on the back, jumps into a sandwich situation, and this is a physical. You gotta take this damage. There's no burst that you have available. The Oki sucks for Forza Kirby here. Able to defend against it thus far, but man, gets the throw. Drop combo. That could have possibly been 4 bars and a lot of damage, but still Zero Shadow Blood has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, deciding to burst into the Yukiko sandwich scenario. Wasn't able to block the cross-up Grand Viper, and okay, no assist gauge to really capitalize that and confirm the kill. But is it the throw bait act? It's raw tag.
Oh my god, yeah, getting punished for trying to tater copter over that sandwich pressure just treating the floor as lava, but the thing is, even though you're in the air treating the floor as lava, doesn't mean you can't get anti-air. Tiger, you're going to be going down. Zero Shadow Blood just has a Yukiko to work on. Again, coming in here with minimal resources.
Level 2 resonance. Gonna be a tough mountain to climb.
That's nothing.
Now, when is Forcer Kirby going to pull the trigger, activate that resonance, try to get that Dark Phoenix Rises approaching? She's here. Spend that cash. 4 Agi stacks. You gotta take the mix though.
Yeah, nice block on the low. The mix was 5C.
Forbidden technique. Marvelous even. Oh, bruh. Don't even ask me what side. That was literally ambiguous as hell. And there was an axe swap on top of it. So even if you thought that you saw which way it was going to come from, you also had to react and make sure you're blocking the right way. Yumi jump C, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful button. Beautiful button.
The same side cross up. The cross up same side ending overhead that's safe on block that also can be same side.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Love to see it.
Would you mind?
Yeah, but this is not looking good for Podge at all. Okay, you know what? This time, getting at least 1 fire level before her Taker dies.
Here we go. Zero Shadow Blood carrying Forcer Kirby to his corner. Consta blocks done. Finds a gap. Able to DP. Avoid any funny unblockable situations. Well,
Yeah, okay, no, can't call the assist to confirming the kill, and the Taker is low. Looking a little bit better than last time, but still hasn't really got enough footing in this matchup. Most of Zero Shadow Blood's damage is all recoverable health, so Yumi is getting all that health in the back.
yeah, Zero Shadow Blood has only been hit by DPs and fans. Like, that's an actual factor right there.
Okay, you know what? You're capping. As soon as you said that, you started capping.
I mean, today, look, Lon, I've had a day, alright? It's been going all which around away. I'm cursed. I gotta accept it.
Yeah. And I gotta watch my waifu die, but either way. Good for Zero Shadow Blood, able to take out that one character, going in with the wake up mash. And yeah, Podge activating his Taker brain cell, and you know what? Suddenly this is a 1v1 situation.
That was definitely your brain cell. The Oki was shimmy forward twice in the EX man throw.
Yeah. Oh, if he's able to stabilize into a long enough combo, that should be the end of Podge. Oh no, there he goes.
That will do it. Able to absorb souls, use the astral finish, and Zero Shadow Blood will be moving on in the bracket with the 3-0 win over 4 Sword Kirby.
Susanoo, Yumi, win.
So yes, fantastic stuff there from Zero Shadow Blood. Has been moving through this losers bracket all the way up into this losers semis.
We'll have to fight the winner between Guzman and Ubonic Plague.
That is correct. I'm not sure if they are playing or if that's the next dream match that we have. Oh, yeah, that is the next dream match that we will have. Ironically enough, this will be the first match of Ebonic Plagues that we'll have on stream. You know, Ebonic has gotten pretty far in the bracket, you know, threatening that loser semis positioning, so they've been playing solid. It's just, ironically, we just haven't had them on stream yet. Like,
yeah. It's the matter of them just not lining up with the stream match, but here they are now. I haven't seen Ebonic play in a while, but I believe their main team is Yuzu Mitsu.
yes, that is correct. Yeah, that's the team that we usually see from Ebonic around these parts. And I mean, yeah, like I said, the diversity of the bracket, those are two characters we don't really see too much around here very often. Mitsu between some commentator and Claire, Alethea every now and then we see Mitsu, but Yuzu we see like, Yuzu we see rarely at all. So should be a treat to see Ebonic here fighting. Gonna be going up against twitch.tv/Guzman Gaming 1 and Ebonic. I'm jealous of really sitting up here with the 18 MS. Oh my gosh, crispy.
He lives in Pacific Northwest. He's more. Actually, I don't know how big the distance between wherever he lives in the Pacific Northwest to like SoCal, but either way, it sounds like, bruh. That was bougie. Sounds like it's a bit worse for you compared to Ebonic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how close Ebonic is to the server, but I mean, one thing is for certain, Ebonic's internet is definitely straight busting, respectfully. I mean, 18 ms, that's that 1 frame delay right there. How could you go wrong?
It's very smooth.
So yeah, we'll see how ready Guzman will be for this matchup. I know that Mitsuru is a matchup for Guzman that can catch them off guard every now and then. They kind of go back and forth in terms of Mitsuru matchups. And I think it's not unfamiliarity, it's just like not constant exposure to the character. But definitely I've been able to pull it out before, definitely pulled it out for me numerous times. So interested to see how they are able to overcome a player such as Ebonic Plague, who is definitely proficient on this Mitsu user team.
And now, Mitsuru can definitely be a pain to deal with no matter what your character is. Her buttons are absolutely crazy. She has a really, really good, solid ground poke, and arguably one of the best air buttons in the frame. That JA is ridiculous. Let me tell you what, it's 7 frames started with 12 total active frames. It is ridiculous. Even for Ruby, who has a notoriously interesting buttons and very good buttons, it can be even very hard for her to cast due to those properties.
All right, as of right now, Guzman choosing violence.
Did Mitsuru just like 236B and avoid the shoulder tackle?
Kinda. Yeah, 236A was able to do it there. Happy birthday situation. Ebonic has not been touched.
Yeah, and that doesn't even need to spell the meter to kill the Yang, and this is an incredibly good start. Neither Ubot. I'm a commentator.
No, it's fine. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. Guzman, level 2 resonance activation. I don't know how you blocked that. I would have gotten hit.
I got hit like 3 mixes ago.
Well, a great showing for Ebonic in this game 1 over Guzman here. Just mans can't be wrong. Like there's just a constant great decision making. That that Dua was ridiculous. Able to get the counter hit confirm. Happy birthday. They really gave a very nice life to go into that with.
Definitely a very dominant game.
Yeah, so see if Guzman's going to be able to shake this off. They, like I said, in the round start, they woke up and chose violence, right? They were able to get their game plan started, but it was just like once Ebonic got started, Guzman just couldn't find their footing from there.
Yeah, this Mitsuru definitely, when you get in her blender, it can be one of the most terrifying ones to get out of.
All right, landing recovery punish there with the throw. Shout out to Guilty Gear Strive. Oh,
excellent DP active swap to punish the DP.
Into the corner we go. Oh, that what side was she on? Been getting the burst too. 4 bars on deck. This is nice positioning here for Guzman.
Not gonna be spending all of that meter. Oh wow, yeah, and getting a little bit punished. Oh, isn't able to come off the raw top, that Bato.
Oh my gosh. Guzman is not letting Ebonic get out of this corner. They are just completely firing it back at Ebonic with a similar to the pacing of the first match that we saw. But just kind of going in their favor. A little bit of a misstep with that EX command throw.
Yeah, I'm just surprised the move's not thrown full. Oh, I think that's a whiff. Oh, I think Guzman tried to press the button, but it just didn't come out. And
Bruh.
Oh, that's not what you want to do. Yeah.
I'll make this interesting.
Yeah, Bionic Plate slipping a little bit, not accounting for the semblance.
Alright, so solo user, oh my gosh, yeah, whiff slash gonna be whiff punished here by Guzman, and they'll be able to put the feather in their cap, which equals a game 1-1 here between Guzman and Ebonic Plague. Yeah, and I mean, good for Guzman. Like I was saying, that was a similar pacing of the first match that we saw. Just completely turned on its head in terms of the who the momentum was kind of garnering for. That was a very solid matchup for Guzman.
Yeah, both of these teams, I definitely imagine, are very momentum heavy and can really keep up all that pressure for very long.
See how this shapes out here going into our game 3. Guzman starts out with the big 4P. That was not a combo.
Yeah, and neither was that. Looks like Ebonic is getting the better end of it. Ah, yes, the classic Mitsuru JP, unreactable.
Fair.
Absolutely. She needs her 17 frame overhead.
Ooh. Wow. Interesting. I'm not sure if that was a super attempt. They ended up actually swapping to the user, but I think that might have been a misinputted super there from Ebonic.
Yeah. Ooh, try to call out the TRM, but just the Ebonic jumping out.
Yeah, just keeping things safe. Just mixing up, bobbing and weaving in and out of this approach, trying to make it hard for Guzman to get a gauge of when they should go in, how they should approach.
Oh. Was about to say Ebonic really slowing down this game, but just runs it with the Jade. Oh, what side?
Yeah, that is rough. Big burst punish here for Guzman. Good amount of damage done. Oh, what side?
Ruby Rose for you, everyone. She does that. Oh, Yang Xiaolong also for you for trouble. And burst there, and I think that's a dead Yuzu.
Yeah, she is so hard to burst on her 2B and like jump C interactions, and that is just poetry in motion right there for Guzman. Solo Mitsuru needs to make it happen. What can she do? Stuck in the corner.
Oh. Yeah, that was some good defense on Ebonic's side. Unfortunately, it just gets called out with the anti-air, and that should be a dead Mitsuru.
There it is. Guzman Gaming 1. Able to bring a 2-1 here over Ebonic Plague. They're a game away from moving into that loser's semis positioning. Ebonic on the ropes at the moment.
Yes. Well, I don't know if Ebonic has any other potential side teams they could whip out, but either way, it looks like they will be sticking with the Mitsu Yuzu for the rest of the set.
Well, Ruby,
Yeah, I don't blame them. Stick with the old reliable. I know for Ebonic, Mitsuru is wifey, so I respect it. But yeah, needs to make this comeback if they want to. I mean, take some of the pot that they were partly responsible for creating, because I mean, Ebonic had one of the big donations run straight into that 5B.
Yeah, Ebonic tried to 2C that, but unfortunately, just the hit stop in the armor was not enough.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wasn't able to stabilize that quite. Oh, what a cheeky act swap there from Guzman.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't block that. And doesn't block the overhead, but unfortunately just doesn't beat the burst.
Yeah, he's been cracking domes all day with that Yang jump C. Ebonic just hasn't been able to sniff it out quite yet, but that's going to be a nice whip punish on the 5B. Into the corner we go. Oh, it's time. Yeah, you... Oh,
What?
Why is she there? Privilege.
I'm not
for that. Oh. No, she's gonna pay for this. Never mind. Oh my god.
Oh. I'm surprised Yuzu did not hurt more than that. That was a really bad call, but an excellent block on the overhead.
Oh boy. Air to air. Yeah, Yang was not able to do any 4Ps. Guzman recognized that Mitsuru is low, smells blood, wants the hit. Ebonic clutch until that very point. Solo Yuzu is here. Guzman.
Just punishes the whiff. Mato.
That won't build enough to kill here. Ebonic's gonna be on the ropes though. Oh, what are we doing? Unknown secret OD tech. Oh,
Yeah, keeping up this pressure with the 6P, gets frame trapped for his troubles, and as long as there's a stabilization, that should be a kill. Guzman Gaming 1 moving on to the next round.
First name Guzman, last name Gaming. Able to get the 3-1 victory over Ebonic Plague, set up that loser semis where it will actually be the run back between Guzman and Zero Shadow Blood.
Yes. The last time these two fought was not on stream, but Guzman...
They're still going?
Oh, wait.
What are they doing?
Wait, no. This is... It's a first to 3.
It's over.
It's over.
I'm all F4. Get these jokers out of here.
These kids trying to play the arcade video games without putting in the proper cores, crazy.
Oh, look, Zero Shadow Blood is here. He's ready to go. I'm gonna get them set up here. I know we're winding down in the tournament. We gotta remind them of why this tournament is so crazy. Somebody tell them about the Matcherino.
Oh, yo. Alright. Okay. If you guys haven't... Oh, do you want to do it, Jeep?
I didn't know if it was my cue or if you wanted to take it.
Well, I started, so I'm gonna finish where I started.
Alright, fair enough.
Respect.
Okay, yeah. Okay. If you guys haven't already, type in the code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for a free 50-cent donation into the Match Arena. Our players would definitely appreciate that tiny little bonus to the pot. If you want to do a direct contribution to the pot, that is perfectly fine. Just put it in the same place you would put it for the free Match Arena code. Please donate a reasonable and responsible amount of money, folks. That's all I ask of you. We also got other free ways to do it. We got those sponsor quests on the side. It's as easy as following Mascherino on Twitter or following Mascherino on Twitch. If you want some merchandise with your direct contribution, we definitely have a lot of that. We got a lot of wonderful manga supplied to us by Chitin Books. We got Loner Life in Another World. My dad is the queen of all VTubers. Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant, the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, Gotcha Girl Corpse, Loner Life in Another World, Shed That Sin, Ryosaki-san, and Uza Maid. Our maid is way too annoying. We also got other merchandise. We got quintessential quintuplet stands. We got girls frontline keychains. We got girls frontline rubber clips, fake go keychains.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think they're going in.
Oh my god, I'm still doing the Match Arena show. Princess Connect keychains, Azure Lane keychains. Make sure you go donate to the Match Arena, whichever way is much appreciated. Yank 5P is a blessed button. Let's go, money in the pot.
$600 pot. We are here. WNF Online. This is episode 19. This is a money match for top 3 between Zero Shadow Blood and Guzman Gaming 1. We have no time to hear about the rest of the Match Arena show. I need my $60 and I need it now. Here we go.
$60 minimum.
True.
Oh, easy buzzsaw got pushed blocked away, but no punish. Well, that was excellent airstyle just to avoid the 236B, but yeah, that Yank's still pressing buttons.
Okay, I suspect that we're gonna get a sandwich setup here. She do be burning though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, surprised.
It's the active swap grab.
Alright. We're in a position here for Zero Shadow Blood. Push blocking Susanoo, but I got a lot of blocks done both ways. That, you know, I'm still gonna get my mix. Oh boy. Is Ruby? No, she's not dead. Jump out of the corner.
Yeah, oh, yeah, but baits the DP, and I think Yang will... Oh yeah, she is burning it. I almost forgot she pops in this one.
True. Level 4 resonance activation. Welcome to the sandwich. Whoa, very nice movement here from Guzman to get out of there, but yeah, this resonance is draining. This is his comeback factor at this point. Just can't find a hit on Zero Shadow Blood. Anti-air 5A for your troubles.
Yeah, full CC gauge. Yeah, that's a kill.
I underestimated.
Solid stuff. Zero Shadow Blood able to take game 1 over Guzman. A meaningful game. You know, these two did play in winners. Guzman was able to take it 3-0, so Zero Shadow Blood already showing some signs of adaptation to flip that result in their favor this time around.
Well, Ruby, you having fun?
Yeah, see how Guzman is able to navigate around this, make some proper adaptations as we head into the game 2.
Oh, nice jump, another command grab, and getting happy birthday with the right call. This is not the team you want to be eating all this damage from.
Yeah, so funny enough about that situation. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a lot of damage on Ruby, if not dead.
I think, yeah, she's dead anyways. 10k immediately. Level 1 resonance for this Yang. It's gonna be a tough hill to climb. Oh, that actually is probably a kill, yeah.
Looking like it. Exactly 24-second match is what it took there for Zero Shadow Blood to get game 2 over Guzman. Guzman, in a rough scenario, actually opted for the character selection.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a mix-up. Just wants to potentially give him some time to think. Maybe he wanted to change the song, but he didn't get to. I don't know.
So he didn't change the song, and it was originally locked on auto, which was the Ruby stage. He cycled through all the stages to specifically choose the Ruby stage. It was already naturally chosen because it was on auto.
Yeah, so
Well, Ruby, you
the
having
character
fun
select,
yet?
you know, it gave him time to think at the very least.
True.
Can't escape from
Yeah,
crossing
but
fate.
it's been very quick, dominant games from Zero Shadow Blood.
Guzman just trying to find anything to make it happen. Has Zero Shadow Blood in this corner. Another jump, this time not contesting, getting hit in that happy birthday that we saw earlier. Oh boy. Finds the counter poke. Yeah, this will be nice. This is kind of like some of the big points of momentum that we've been able to see for Guzman throughout the set. It's been very Zero Shot of Blood centric. Finds the throw off of the mix. Gonna be able to punish Yumi as well. Could be indeed a sign of the Goose being loose. He's still going.
Oh yeah, especially with that JB call out. Oh, unfortunately drops the combo, but still getting it crossed up. Cargets? No, wasn't able to do anything on time.
Oh boy. Nice block on the overhead, and that's gonna be a whiff punish as well. With that super. Woo, wake up throw! Nice check that from Zero Shadow Blood. Big P stabilizing the combo. Guzman.
Yeah, if he can keep, that might be a kill actually.
Yeah, with that cross combo activation right before Zero Shadow. But no! He did the wrong super! Yeah, did not do the proper super to stall out enough time so Yang could go away and cash in on the double super there. So now, taking this damage, taking it into a sandwich situation, she's not even burning.
Yeah, but oh, that was excellent navigation, just able to jump out of it there, but gets the anti-air call if he's able to stabilize it. Oh no! Wasn't able to give it a life. You know what the first thing he does is run up and JC's you.
Good, no DMCAs! Don't do it! Think about the Twitch. Okay, no DMCA approaching at this time, and the jump B. This could spell disaster here for Guzman. Spin to win, and Zero Shadow Blood will be able to take it 3-0 over Guzman and move into losers finals.
Yes, Zero Shadow Blood will be getting at least $61 minimum.
That is correct. A fantastic kind of reversal there from Zero Shadow Blood, keeping in mind the context of the winner set that we saw that was 3-0. Zero Shadow Blood able to reverse it right back, get a 3-0 in their favor to advance into that losers finals positioning. And our top three, we have three players that are guaranteed to win at least $60. Well, 66. What? Who did it? Hold on. How did this move so much all of a sudden?
Who done did? Was it the Match Arena code? I mean, if it was the Match Arena codes?
Dude, I don't really know at this point. There's so many freaking donations here. I can't even. No, it was Link Pendrago. I see you. Don't act like I don't see you with the $50 donation. That's crazy. Yeah, so they're fighting for $66 here. This is. Or the minimum that each player is guaranteed is $66.
Holy crap, First place gets $400.
First place gets $400?
$400. Someone's eating dinner tonight.
Man.
Holy crap.
No, not somebody's eating dinner tonight. Somebody's taking me to dinner tonight. All right, that is.
Yeah, hold on. You know, if this is only fair. If this is all Atkins.
Do I get a cut of this for TOing? Can I claim a cut?
Can I claim a cut for commentating?
It's on you, Mr. Master Chief.
I'll have to ask.
Can we also give some money to E30? Dude, shout out to Aaron for streaming this, by the way.
True. Yeah, we are going the long haul here at this WNF. We're usually wrapped up by 10. Now we got a top 3 to play, and it is a crazy top 3. Speaking of which, hopefully these two aren't too cold. They haven't played in a bit. Yofe Scrub and Mystery Racing, they qualified for winners finals what feels like ages ago. But no, they got to play some BBTAG to figure out who's going to be like getting a chance to win $400 from a weekly, or guaranteeing like the minimum that they get is like what, like 200 or something stupid. I don't know. Y'all are crazy,
dude. $400 for a local.
Yes. This is where we're at.
I'm just saying, whoever wins this tournament, please give Atkins, Diddley, Scrub. Actually, now that I think about it, 2 of these people have to treat themselves to dinner. The more I say that, Bonic, they get dinner. They get dinner after this. Holy crap! You're getting paid.
Given the percentage that I have contributed to this pot, my dinner is very simple. Just take me to Del Taco. I'm a cheap date. I like the bold burrito with like a mini cheddar quesadilla. I mean, if you're feeling generous, get me the mini strawberry shake. It's like $5. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's more than enough for me.
Other people, I see other people haven't donated quite the amount of money that other people do. They can get some fast food, but still, they deserve dinner too.
Yeah, loving the SoulCal hand warmers going on here.
Please select your character.
All right, Yo-Fave Scrub on that one-player side. Mystery Racer has their team locked into the server as a favorite team. I don't even know if they asked Paul about that, but it's there.
If it's still there, I guess we can assume it's okay.
There it is. Yeah, so this is Mystery Racer's been having some constant some consistent performances here at WNF lately. The roadblocks that they've been facing is between a rock and a hard place right now because it's been Yo-Fave Scrub and Zero Shadow Blood. Yo-Fave Scrub is his winners finals opponent. Zero Shadow Blood is waiting and losers. So in order for Mystery Racer to place within that top 2 positioning, he's going to have to overcome one of his demons right now.
Yep. Round 1, winners finals. Let's start. Oh, that is not a good start for Eric.
No. Low starter, Yo-Fave Scrub. Just, it's been 10 seconds already. So much momentum has been gained in his favor. Oh my gosh, he just sat there for so long. Ended up being a throw eventually, but man, the presence of Yo-Fave jumping clean over those Molotov gunshots.
Yeah, not quite able to clip her for him.
Spoiler.
Dead?
I don't know. It's a lot of. It is dead.
Yeah, 16k life.
Solo Adachi coming in here. We saw the Solo Adachi come back from Mystery Racer previously. This time not having as much luck. Scrub working on a perfect here.
Yeah. Oh, not quite. Okay. You know what? He may have lost the round, but he avoided getting perfect. There's a W in there somewhere.
Yeah, in fact, he kind of like sacrificed the perfect off of that active swap there, leaving Ruby vulnerable and saying, I mean, if you smack her, I'm going to win the game. I won't get the perfect, but I mean, $400.
Yeah, it was, it's like, what's more worth to you? $400 or getting perfected on stream? Your choice.
Yes, well, Mystery Racer has been locked to the Adachi Shirogane for the entirety of this tournament thus far, not showing any signs of swapping quite yet. So hopefully they can find one over Scrubbers with the maid squeeze intact. That game 1 was a rough one, but hopefully they're able to shake it off.
Oh, your weapon looks so cool. Can I take a look at it?
Do that later. Just get away.
I'm tired of this. It's your case now.
Yeah, just Scrub's playstyle. Once he gets that snowball going and he gets in your head, he has those reads. It gets rough.
Very good. His Scrub's offense is gonna be very scary to try to block. Oh, that's it. Oh, I was really surprised that Mystery Racer didn't active swap to save Adachi, but there was just a 6B.
Yeah, and you see Mystery Racer already in this situation, taking all this unburstable damage on Adachi. Active swap throw. So low, even in this first 20 seconds.
Oh no.
Do it! Exclamation point Mystery Racer in the chat. He got hoed. There's really no other way around it. He got hoed. Man, he's here.
Yeah, this time he does have the Shirogane, which is definitely more better suited to make these so comeback, especially with that happy birthday.
Yo, that's looking like Moderna marks to me. 2-for-1 special. See you in 14 days. Side effects may occur. Oh, cross up! Oh, that wasn't ready! 2B? He's gonna whip punished. Uh-oh. Yeah, gets some life regain on Ragna, which is, I mean, kind of just a placeholder. If Ragna gets hit, he's dead, but it doesn't seem like that's happening today. Catching what may have been an up back or something, I don't know, but Mystery Racer's going down. Yo-Fave Scrub up 2-0 at the moment.
I just gotta know more about that thing.
Hey, keep your hands off.
And Mystery Racer just in a world of hurt, just needs to find a way out of this. These are the kings of generosity here. Both of them have donated to this fat pot, unjustifiably fat. to find themselves in this position in the first place. But I mean, the amount of stonks exchanges that can happen for either of these two players by guaranteeing that grand final spot is pivotal for both. I think Mr. Racer's just kind of stuck here, just like, what do I do? How do I crack Scrub? Do I stay on the Adachi Shirogane? Like, and it seems like that is the pick, but it needs a change. And quite frankly, just from spectating the matches, I don't know how he's able to find it. Scrub has just been on point with the way he's constructing this offense.
Yeah. I was going to say that the Batista definitely has a lot of merit in this matchup when it comes to trying to snuff out the endless aggression comes to Scrub, just able to zone him out and you know, not let him get to play, but it looks like the Adachi will be stuck to.
Cheer you on? Yeah, sure.
Let's see how this works out. Match point here for YoFave Scrub. Game 3.
A little bit of better start. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, that AZO is a -11.
Yeah, committed to that way too close. No Shuriken in the back to help him out. Stuck in this corner. Oh, that's Scrub Especial. Best of luck. Ruby cross up in the corner. Burst to bait. Things just get worse and worse by the second. Yeah, deep sigh is the only thing you can kind of say here, Lon. This is rough. He hasn't been able to catch a break all set long. This is...
Oh.
DP, how deep can one man be in another man's head? Because he is knee-deep at the moment.
Yeah, he is making all the right calls to just hit Mr. Racer where it hurts. And yeah, that was just a really unfortunate set for Mr. Racer. He got absolutely nothing going and just let Scrub snowball out of control. And Scrub guaranteed $200.
Yes, contrary to cryptocurrency, Scrub has made a $60 investment, and it's going to be guaranteed stonks payouts for him right there. There can't be a market crash. He's guaranteed to make at least $140 with this top 2 placement.
Still, Mr. Racer has a shot at that nice $200 minimum. He just needs to go through who has been another bracket demon of his, Zero Shadow Blood.
Yeah, that's the tell of the tape for Mr. Racer right now, man. Even though he wasn't able to overcome Scrub, like I said, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He has to overcome Zero Shadow Blood now if he wants to have a chance at a top 2 positioning. And on when he initially went to that Shuriken Batista, he actually was able to take a few sets over Zero Shadow Blood. It was proven to be quite good, and Mr. Racer had kind of fallen in love with the team. But since then, you know, has been going back to that Dr. Shirogane, believes in that a bit more as of late. So see what they pull out here, how it goes, and how it's able to shape up over a Zero Shadow Blood that has been doing extremely well in this loser bracket run.
Mm-hmm. I really do wonder if Mr. Racer is gonna go back to that Batista, which I feel like has been doing him better against Zero Shadow Blood compared to the Adachi, but still, Adachi Shirogane is his main team question mark. So I'm not sure what's gonna be going through Mr. Racer's head when it comes to character choices here. All I know is that is likely going to be a Naoto Shirogane.
Absolutely. Something that's been a bit neglected just because of the chaos that has been going on tonight. I won't do a Match Reno show. I will do a Ko-Fi show. So we are on Parsec tonight, either courtesy of servers provided by Paul Lay himself. So be sure to check out that link. !PS in the chat if you want to support WNF.
Hold on. Mr. Racer, you're banned from my life. Sorry. Go on with the show. I'm sorry.
That was a astute observation to make. I completely respect making that observation. I think Mr. Racer is banned from my life as well. But
I think he's banned from everybody's life.
Yeah, I don't think that's okay. But exclamation point PS in the chat will bring up the Ko-Fi link. Look, maybe if you raise enough money for Paul, you can incentivize him to ban Mystery Racer for Parsec tournaments. It could happen. You know, I don't know if Paul's open to that type of swindling, but if you just don't like what you're seeing on the screen right now, hey, donate to keep our Parsec servers up. We greatly appreciate Paul. Again, exclamation point PS in the chat, because this is not okay. Right here. at a time like this, a place like this. Oh, he auto-locked the he auto-locked Hadachi Shirogane and then said, wait a minute. And then he went to Shirogane Batista. So this is to my knowledge, the first time he's pulling out in this tournament. And it's to go up against Zero Shot of Blood, just given the favorable results that he's had against him thus far with this pick.
I don't know what to say about Eric anymore. I feel like I've lost a lot of faith in him in the past 20 seconds of my life.
Look, you just gotta wipe him away from your memory, the image that you just saw. It's not on the screen anymore. Okay, neither of those characters are picked, and we're good to go for the losers finals. Game 1. Right, yeah, Zero Shot of Blood starting out strong. The lockdown, Zero Shot of Blood did route start EX Snowbird just to make sure that they guaranteed they're going to clear that knowledge of Shirogane 2B and guarantee a sandwich for this momentum, and I think it was a good kind of bet to take. Blocks done for days. Just a lot of mids. Clear me out so I can set up these traps. A lot of them have been cleared already. Zero Shot of Blood looking to get in.
Wow, rock type was the option. Oh, nice block on the active swap, or can't block the cross.
Definitely Zero Shot of Blood. Batista mids on mids on mids. What do we got here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good push button, unblockable.
Yeah, avoiding that unblockable situation. Fantastic defense on this entire sequence here from Zero Shot of Blood. Oh, the reverse super from Mystery Racer makes contact. Did not go for a double super there. Just trying to stabilize things.
He is sticking in there, but good anti-air. But fortunately for Mr. Racer, the Batista was not punished.
Oh, yeah, the 5D just to check, make sure the Batista wasn't going to get any unnecessary damage on Susanoo. The cross-up, 2 bars on deck. Oh, but he was caught ducking, did not stand up. Susanoo JB hit, and his solo Batista. Imagine having to make a comeback with only mids.
Mids are powerful. Activating the resonance. Oh, unfortunately doesn't block the cross-up, and that should definitely be a dead Batista.
And there it is. Zero Shot of Blood going to be able to take game 1 over Mystery Racer. Mystery Racer was looking fairly solid. So one thing about the differentiation between the teams here is definitely going to be like, it's kind of like a all or nothing type of thing for Mystery Racer. Mystery Racer doesn't have access to big damage that Zero Shot of Blood does. They have access to okay damage or you're dead because I marked you and I did the Hama, right? So even though Mystery Racer has done some pretty good hits, had Zero Shot of Blood stuck in the corner for a bit, it just took Zero Shot of Blood a couple of nice hits in order to really change the ties of that match.
Just want to say, quick update. The match arena pot is now at 69,420.
Nice.
Is this Diddley's fault?
Yes, it is.
Who else would it be?
Amazing.
Carry on.
I don't know how to follow that up.
I don't know either. I mean, Mr. Racer getting smacked for his trouble. There's no burst on deck. I don't know if this is going to be able to save it. Oh, no, not quite. It's going to be... Oh, my God. You had to do him like that. Eric getting 5 seed.
Yeah, imagine having to make a comeback with only mids. You don't have to imagine. We've seen it twice now. At least the attempt, whereas Mr. Racer's just stuck on this solo Batista trying to make anything happen. Bruh. Okay. Yeah, all of these EX lasers spinning, all of the bar. The resonance is gone now. We are nowhere near rampage time. It's only been like, what, like 30 to 25 in-game seconds? Like, this is really tough here for Mystery Racer.
Yeah. 5B starter, definitely gonna put Mr. Racer in a very uncomfortable position, just using those 4As to pressure, still maintaining, but nice block so far, but you're gonna have to do more than just blocking, my friend.
Definitely. Oh, tries to cross up there, just getting caught by the 5A, and Mystery Racer goes down as Zero Shot of Blood is just a game away from being able to move into that grand final spot, guaranteeing that $200 floor and a $400 ceiling. Mystery Racer doubting the power of mid, so he's going to move to the EX mid, the Adachi. Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know. He was all. This is the issue of character crisis central, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to find yourself in this bone zone of like, who do I play to try to make $140? Like, for the reverse sweep.
Main team.
It looks like it is EX mids.
No, wait, Seth.
What? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Pay to win?
I was like, Adachi Batista. Why? No, it's Adachi Seth. That is team pay to win right there. Hopefully this comes in clutch. I mean, this is what Mystery Racer is pulling all of their tournament life into to try to make this reverse sweep against Zero Shadow. But it's a strong team, and Mystery Racer is strong with it. But there's a lot of ground that has to be made up in this match.
Gonna have to play very solidly to get that second place minimum positioning.
All right, here we go. Game 3, match point for Zero Shadow Blood. What do we got?
Getting hit by the JB almost immediately, but able to convert, but isn't able to punish the burst properly. Excellent DP out, just avoiding that, and gets the EX neutral skip immediately.
Yeah, this is great pacing here for Mystery Racer. Gets the command throw, ender, safe jump.
Gotta be careful. Oh yeah, goes in with the grab. Gonna be all unburstable, and that might be actually be a kill.
Yeah, that was insanely not okay. Literally, that entire combo was unburstable. Like,
yeah, this team kind of go wild. Oh, doesn't block the cross up 6P.
All right, Mystery Racer. Happy about this momentum, but maybe kicking themselves for not going this team all along, but can't have your eyes on that for now. Still needs to take out the Susanoo. Get the cross up 5P. Eric be kind of schmoovin' at the moment.
Eric looking good so far. Sets up a safe B. Zeo setup, forcing Zero Shadow Blood to pop the resonance, and just like that, you did it to me last round, I'll do it to you this round. 5C.
Look, that's not just a 5C. That could be a $140 5C.
Yeah, you know, he is one more set up on this set. He's one more set up on this set. Yeah, he's one more game up on this set. Just needs to win 2 more. It was a very, very dominant game there from Eric. I forgot what his real name is. He will forever be Eric.
That is Eric. That is his real name. No matter what he says or anyone else, that's Eric.
Yeah, oh, that is not a good place to start. Good block so far, but best starter. Okay, yeah, was just able to find a burst. That was definitely going to be a lot of damage. Orb still coming in. Good challenging with the orb, with the pressure. Orb's missing. It is very tricky. Getting hit with the 5P.
Alright, Mystery Racer able to bait out that Yumi 214C. Has orbs in play. That cross combo is going to be nullified. They're kind of smoothing at the moment.
Yes, I actually think this is going to be a kill.
I don't know, this super does a ton of damage for no justifiable reason. Slammer down. Cross. Slash.
Yes, an 11k for that excellent 5B call out. Sets up an orb. Oh, what are you trying to do? Pressing buttons against my Dashi. I imagine this is going to be, okay, I'm just going for the 5C ender.
Oh my gosh. Oh, throws in between, able to thread the needle from that block stun and find a throw that they need to get some damage around Adachi. In the danger zone.
Oh, another gun.
Oh, make it burst safe into the super we go. Solo Seth level 4 Resident Zero Shadow, but trying to make the solo Susanoo come back.
Yes. There's just another throw?
He's a grappler.
Susanoo's a grappler. He has a command grab, right? He grabs. Slam dunk that Seth into the ground. Popping the resonance.
Oh my gosh. Could the hubris be catching up with Mystery Racer? They had the 2v1. They had a resonance full Seth come in, and now they just popped it where the life totals are kind of even. Finding this hit to just run away with that lead just a bit more, but they're not going to have a lot of access to resonance for the rest of this match at all.
Yeah, and I feel like Mystery Racer is... My god, with that
Oh my gosh! Finds the dive kick and gets the hit confirmed to get the throw! Eric! Could we be seeing the Super Saiyan transformation from Eric where he goes into Eric's son? We evolve from Eric to Erickson! Could it be?
We will see. This is set point finally. Whoever wins this has to go fight Yo Fave Scrub in that grand finals positioning. Oh boy, that was going down to the wire.
This is insane. Do you know how many dual shocks he's gonna be able to buy from GameStop if he's able to win this game.
Dude, he's gonna buy so many dual shocks.
Get them all with the warranty. He's gonna pull up the GameStop and say, "Look, I'm big ballin'. I'll take your entire stock of dual shocks with the warranty."
Yeah, dude. Oh, unfortunately, it gets tapped low, but yeah, no active swap there.
Oh my! Oh, yeah, that's kind of hard to block. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like, it was just a cross up overhead.
Oh, I need fuzzies, meaties. It's all there. Hello. Oh,
No, that might be a dead Adachi. Actually, as long as there's no drop, that's dead for sure. This is not the position you want to be if you're Eric. He has to make this solo set comeback happen.
Oh man, looking from Eric's son to Eric Dunn. Level 2 residence. Can he make this happen with the solo set comeback of legend? Only push blocks thus far.
Yeah.
He really does. Oh man, my deepest apologies, Eric. You can't buy multiple dual shocks, just one for now. But Zero Shadow Blood gonna be balling out of control, moving into that grand final spot to fight Zero Shadow Blood with a 3-2 win over Mystery Racer.
Yeah.
And yes, what a set altogether there. Mystery Racer tried to hold on strong and dig deep for that reverse sweep with Team Pay to Win. I mean, Team Pay to Win was looking really solid throughout the entirety of that set. Like I said, it's a shame that Mystery Racer didn't opt to pick that earlier, because that definitely looked like that it was working a lot more efficiently than the Shogun and Batista there. But hey, that's the beauty of tournaments, first to 3. It may seem like a lot of games, but it's really not, especially if you're factoring in character swaps and the like. But Zero Shadow Blood with that fantastic loser bracket run set us up for Grand Finals El Clasico. Yo Fave Scrub versus Zero Shadow Blood. The set I think I've commentated like 25 times in the past 7 months. It's happening here.
This is definitely the West Coast bracket specialty. Now that Josuke has not as frequent as an ender, not as frequent as a participator as he used to be. That used to be the SoCal WNF Classic, but now new kid on the block. Well, relatively new kid on the block. It is now Zero Shadow Blood versus Yo Fave Scrub for the WNF West Coast Classic.
That is correct. This will guaranteed be the last set or last 2 sets that we will have here at WNF Online Edition episode 19. I've been giving a lot of the burden to you guys. I'll do one for the Road to Match Arena show. Look, you guys can use the code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for the free 50-cent donation to the pot. If you haven't already, you're running out of time to do so, to donate to this pot that is currently sitting at $694.70 at a weekly. This is what's happening. This is where we're at, a crazy pot. We thank you all for your donations and contributions that has gotten us up to this point. But you can donate more. That free 50-cent donation code could do it if you want to do a direct donation and meme it up. I mean, feel free to do so. I'm not going to stop you. You are responsible for your own money and decision making, but Lon wants to make sure that you have a dinner, so be sure to save enough for food. Chitin Books, latest and greatest manga in all the land, has us hooked up in this marketplace. If you want to receive something for your direct donations, check out beautiful titles such as Lonely Life in Another World, Shed That Skin, Read Gasaki-san, My Dad's Queen of All VTubers, Gosh Girl Core, Uzumate made his way to Annoying, Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. It's all there, and check out Charmed Keychains for sale as well, courtesy of Girls Frontline, Fate Go, Quintessential Protagonist, Princess Connect, and Azure Lane, all in the Match Arena Marketplace. But before you scroll down, be sure to scroll up, stare at that gigantic number for a weekly, and use that code WNF2021_19 BBTAG for the free 50-cent donation.
Almost $700 for a weekly.
For a weekly.
Get ready.
Look, I mean, get it up to $700 just in case. So a DualShock 4 is $60, but Mr. Racer needs the warranty, and that might be $10. He may be like $5 short when he rolls up the GameStop with the fat wallet asking for the DualShock 4 for warranty. So hook a brother up, give him the extra $5 so he can roll up to $70 and get that warranty, no questions asked.
No, I was the one who didn't know if this was a button check, and Scrub did round start air DP, so I panicked a little bit. Like, this is how we're starting? But no, thank God.
Oh man, no, that's definitely not how we're starting. No cursed interactions here. You know, I gotta hydrate, man. I ain't drink water all night. Hold up.
You have been drinking water this entire time, dude. What are you doing?
I'm off the hype. This is crazy. This is a weekly. We're almost $700 for a weekly.
I know it's
If you add up all the Maturino pots that we have had, like, for the year, in comparison to this pot for just tonight, I don't think it equals to half of the pot for tonight. Like, maybe. It may come close to equaling half, but it definitely doesn't come close to actually equaling $700. It's stupid. Like,
They... Someone's eating. Somebody's eating.
no, that was me drinking water. I'm just really.
You know, you're drinking water too. Make
I mean,
sure
I'm
you
literally
eat.
eating. I'm literally eating right now. I mean,
Enjoy your
bracket's
food,
been
guys.
going- This bracket's been going so long.
How long has this been going on? 10:26. We started at like 7:07. That's almost 3.5 hours, and we're still
Yo.
going.
If I'm not mistaken, look, there's a lot of donations going around, so if I don't have exactly who did it, but I think Link Pendrago dropped another 50 stack on us to bring us up to an unjustifiable $745.86 for a weekly.
Please,
Yo,
no, guys,
Absolutely insane!
please stop. We have. I'll just say we have a freaking 101 viewers right now. Holy crap!
We're gaming. This is this is a major, but it's a weekly, but it's also like a money match, but it's like grand finals. Yo, Fame Scrub versus Blood El Clasico. Let's go.
Oh my God! For the love of God, I love all of you. But please, pay your electricity bills. Make sure you have food. Make sure that water is running by the end of the day.
Please. Scrub finding the first point of momentum here. Into the corner we go. The tech on the axe swap goes there from Zero Shadow Blood. Scrub trying to stay on the offensive. Nice anti-air find there. Good awareness. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Scrub stuck in this corner. Oh my god, really tried to threaten that jump seat, but just fantastic defense from Scrub in these interactions altogether.
On his part. Oh, and gets a sandwich of the double. There's oh, never mind. I was about to say he jumped out, but no, that Ragnar 4P is covering the skies.
Looking very good here for Scrub. Gauntlet 80's best move in the game. Really tried to bait hard for that burst. Zero Shot Blood said no. Welcome to the sandwich.
Yeah, 5B start isn't swapping over to the Susanoo, jumps out of the Yumi 2A. Phone steal. No.
Ah man, it's been a minute since we've seen the Scrub phone still. I don't think it's happening tonight. Not with this much money.
Yeah, I think that's a dead Ruby. That is an excellent starter. Might not even need... Okay. That's gonna do it to be safe. Down goes the Ruby.
I'll handle
Yeah,
it.
cash it in just in case. Solo Ragnar coming in with the, that one trick. Entry option there from YoFames does not pay off. Oh,
Yeah.
5A check Amigo.
Yeah. This actually might be a kill even without super on deck.
It's close. Oh yeah, definitely not with a drop like that. Frame traps.
Yeah. God press from full screen is able to cover the Susanoo with a 5B in game 1 of this grand final, going over to Zero Shadow Blood.
Yeah, definitely just using that Susanoo as bait, the meat shield, saying, hey, you jumped the God Press, don't you want to punish it? Oh, you do? Well, that's a game for me. Thank you very much, Zero Shadow Blood. So yeah, interesting pacing. We saw some of that patented Scrub momentum in the round start there, carrying like well into the early parts of that match, but Zero Shadow Blood was able to stay persistent, figure a way out, and get the momentum in their favor with that Ruby kill.
Can I take a look at it?
Do that later. Just get away.
Can't escape
All right, let's
from
see how we work out here going into game dos.
Ruby.
Okay, yeah, everyone kind of getting shot, but it looks like, what side was that? What side is she still on? I don't know. Either way, nice tech on the throw, but gets double overhead. Oh, yeah, just jumped out of that.
Yeah, recognizing in the freeze frame that she was doing the snowbird, respected, but got thrown out of here, does not have a burst. Scrub has been finding themselves in these constant scenarios where they are getting hit without a burst, and it's been biting them pretty bad.
Yeah, especially with this Ragnar being low, he is staying very confident with him on point, but wasn't able to punish it. Yeah, just finding a good place to raw tag into that Ruby Rose.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Ruby 6P attempt there. I don't know if it would have punished, but it would have been an opening for some nice pressure. Either way, Scrub does find a hit, a much needed one. Okie dokes in the corners. Funny safe jumps. Oh, that was cheap as hell.
Yeah, there is a gap there, so then I'm guessing that is grabbable. I've never seen that. Oh, that's gonna be a whip punish. Ooh, unfortunate spacing.
Not close enough there. Ragnar takes the big dammy whammy, and again, Scrub, you know, this time based off of the whiff punish, finding themselves taking damage they can't burst. As Ragnar goes down, the clean 10k. Susanoo Yumi, definitely one of those teams that capitalize on your mistakes with big damage.
Yeah.
Bam.
Man, Susanoo, despite what a lot of people say, he has nice buttons.
Susanoo do be gaming. Here it is, carried to the corner, Zero Shot of Blood. So much momentum here. Scrub hasn't even been able to pop the resonance yet. They're gonna do it right now. Cross up, AJC. I don't know, man.
Cross up same side. The cross up same side ending overhead. That's safe on block.
That's what it is, and that's a part of what will get Zero Shot of Blood the game here. They are up 2-0, threatening reset point against Yo-Face Scrub.
Please select your character.
Scrub, looks like he's going to be changing Carmine Hakumen.
Interesting. This is an interesting swap for Scrub. So this is like a team that he's been kind of working on in the background for quite some time. I think he just has it kind of in his pocket as a team that he wants to run as a side team for now. He's locking it in a reverse sweep scenario. So I think, you know, no matter what, you know, Scrub's going to be committed to trying to make this reverse sweep. But in the case that there is a reset, you know, going into that next first to three set, Scrub will have the knowledge of how this team is going to work around Zero Shadow Blood. And if it's something that he wants to commit in a refresh set, or if it's not worth doing at all and just going back to the main squeeze. So, interesting choice. We'll have to see how it works out here.
Yeah, definitely. He does have that leeway to kind of mess around.
But yeah, getting that change to see how ready Zero Shadow Blood is for this team is not a bad idea at all, considering Zero Shadow Blood has been playing very well in these first two games.
Worship your god.
What a pain in the ass.
And let's see that Buzz Lightyear looking boy in the back. Here we go, game 3, reset point.
That was a very interesting draft start from Zero Shadow Blood. I'm not sure what Carmine could have threatened, but either way, it looks really good so far. It doesn't block the cross up.
All right, forcing an early burst. Does the DP, Yo-Face Scrub. Already, like, catching some pretty decent momentum in the early parts of this match. First 20 seconds has Susanoo down. Zero Shot of Blood under pressure. Oh, that's like, oh my gosh, just an empty active swap. That could have been a chance for like some unburstable damage. Scrub had 4 bars, but didn't really cash in as much as that they maybe would have liked. I'm not sure. That was weird.
Ooh, yeah, Yukaze was baited, but not punished. Oh, yeah,
oh, again. Alright. Oh my god, it's a slow overhead.
Ooh, he's unable to capitalize. It does bait the throw though, and I think that should be a kill on the Susanoo.
Seems like it doesn't even have to spend the entirety of that cash. Just 2 bars to get a kill on Susanoo and get some points of momentum in this match. This is looking good for Yo-Face Scrub.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that was intentional Oki or a combo drop, but either way, still in this corner position. There was a gap there?
Apparently.
Maybe you.
Alright, well, as I said, so this is a game for Scrub. This is the first game they've been able to find within the set. And yeah, they're going to be playing for this set. Because, I mean, if they win the set, they win the tournament. Like, this is Scrub's tournament point. But there's also good data. You know, they're seeing that Zero Shadow Blood is beatable with this team, that there are some cracks of the armor that may be worth investing this team for the long haul should the set kind of reset and Zero Shadow Blood's able to take a game. So
Yeah. Oh, good call out on the EX Snowbirds with the J. Sets up a sandwich scenario. Oh, never mind, but still is really good in the pressure. Nice block on the Zantetsu, but isn't able to punish it.
Oh, just floating above. Solid defense thus far. Very nice DP. Slow overhead blocked, but still pressure.
Yeah, and there's no more push block on deck. Just getting tapped low, but unfortunately dropping the combo, letting that Yumi out scot-free. But still, there's going to be a lot of damage. Just with the Carmine active spot full charge, Shimpu gonna be doing a nice little 9.9k.
Stonks exchange there. Carmine got so much health back. Hakumen brought in, doing a ton of damage. 4 bars on deck to empty jump throw. Yo, Faith, Scrub, really schmoovin' with this Hakumen Carmine team.
Yeah, oh, and yeah, the 4P able to punish this. Oh, unfortunately, that drop that Yumi given another chance at life, but this is going to be a huge life deficit. Needs to be come back with that excellent 2B call. It's definitely a good start.
Yes, just going to be cashing in as much damage as possible on this Hakumen for now. About half of that resistance is gone. Still no fear. Sets up a sandwich situation, and we have the stabilization this time around. Yo Fame Scrub putting the pressure on Zero Shadow Blood to reset the bracket right here, right now, because he is now on tournament point with this team swap.
Carmine, Hakumen, win.
Y'all, they are fighting for
Wait, what?
They're not fighting for $400. They're not fighting for $400.
No, wait, what the frick? No! That Goku! That Goku, oh my god! That Goku, please! Go, make sure you do your taxes properly!
Are you serious?
No, that man needs to go, pay his utility bills. He needs to go make sure that there's food for the rest of the week. He needs to make sure that...
Yo, you can get the dual shots, my guy. You can get like 3 of them.
Dude, I haven't even been able to say anything about this match because... What's going on?
Reset our tournament point. We gotta commentate this.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Weekly. This is a weekly.
Why? Empty jump low, isn't able to bait the burst, baits the grab, though Zero Shadow Blood side. Just probably gonna be cashing out into that air rave early. Oh, tries to go for the JC, is able to punish it because the move's only -4 for whatever reason. Excellent air stall to avoid the JB.
Alan, shake this.
Oh, check. No DP from Yo Fame Scrub. Oh my gosh. Oh, still no fear! Even falls up with the Carmine in the back. Force sandwich situation, slow overhead.
Oh my god, he's able to convert off it and hit bait the burst! Yo Fame Scrub.
Oh.
Gonna probably be cashing out into a good amount of health. No cross range. This is seal the deal, putting Zero Shadow Blood in a very uncomfortable situation. And the spin wheel able to punish the 5B.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and gets the grab. The instant to cover it. Oh no, it didn't beat the first properly.
Boy, this is not the wire. I can't get a kill on a Zero Shadow Blood character quite yet. The pressure.
Yeah, the pressure. The 5C.
Oh,
same
mean.
mission.
A $500 mean look. Oh, in the air.
Don't punish with the 5C that is. -10. Counter hit JP. Isn't able to confirm off at these 6Ps. Still coming in. Burst out.
Yo, he's channeling Nagariki right now. Oh my god.
Oh,
pushing him in the
back dash is still low. Yo, face scrub. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he win the? I don't know how much amount of money. Doesn't bait the DP.
It's a lot of money on the line. This is a weekly.
This is a weekly. Oh my god, the anti-air 2B and no face scrub taking home all the cash. I don't know how. We're at $1,000. We're at $1,000 for a freaking weekly.
You brought this upon yourself when you entered my.
Why are we at $1,000?
I'm just saying, before we move on to, you know, the recap of who won, Scrub won $600 freaking dollars.
Why are we
He won 10 times the amount he put into this. He is what you call a gambling master. He has won 10 times the money he put into this bracket.
What?
The man won basically $940.
What is this?
Bitcoin, whack. Ethereum, whack. Dogecoin, whack. Matic, whack. Maturino, hype as hell. You guys are insane. Look, I woke up today and had a bowl of honey bunches of oats and some cream with coffee, not coffee with cream, and said, you know what? I want to donate $40 to the Maturino pot. Little did I know, you people are so hungry, and I think supportive of my message that I put there to support BBTAG to meme amounts to get us to the $1,000 pot. We can't thank you all enough for these insane donations that you have done. But my message was hashtag BBTAG for CEO 2021, y'all. This is the name of the game. This was all in essence for hashtag play BBTAG and hashtag BBTAG for CEO 2021. I think this is definitely showing our love for the game for this insane hype set that we were able to have here. For once, I may just be at a loss of words. I didn't anticipate this is how this day was going to go, but here we are.
Words. What about everybody else?
I don't know.
I think everybody is sharing that sentiment. What in the world? This is a weekly. This is a weekly event. This isn't a major. This isn't anything like that. This is just the standard Wednesday night fights. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah,
Y'all are crazy.
BBTAG community is just built different. Y'all are nuts. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Round out top 3. In third place, Mr. Racer 21. Yo, Mr. Racer, ball out of control on the DualShocks, boy. You here? You came up. You just have to come up of your life right now. You were only able to get 1 DualShock 4 with warranty. You could get like 3 of them for third place. You're balling out of control. Getting second place at Yo Fame Scrub. It's like he won our Revo all over again.
Oh my god. This is happening. This is actually bigger than Arc Revo. Oh my god.
This is a weekly! Why do we have a 1,000 pot for a weekly? What the?
Oh my god.
I'll go through it again once again. Whoever donated money, make sure you can pay your electricity bills, your water bills, you have food for the rest of the week, you have a house over your head, and more importantly, I love you.
Look.
But at the same time, we're at $1,000 for a weekly tournament.
Okay. One last thing for me. This is all I'm gonna say because first and foremost, I love y'all. Y'all are fantastic. I love the BBTAG community. We're getting BBTAG to CEO, goddammit. But one more thing that again, just throughout the chaos of the night, we have been neglecting to mention. Exclamation point PS, this is our Parsec edition of WNF. We rotate PS4 and Parsec, so PS4 will be next week. Exclamation point PS brings up a Ko-Fi link. We would not have been able to do this tournament without the support of servers from Paul Lay. So if you want to do a direct donation to that, that goes towards
I just want to say, even a small percentage of what you all contributed to the Maturino pot tonight, if you contribute just like not even a fraction, like a minor, the smallest of fractions towards the servers, Paul's gonna be able to run this for a good amount of time with no worries.
Yeah, I would say so. So don't forget exclamation point PS. And I'm done. I'm done. You guys, y'all did that. That's crazy.
Lon, what do you have to say here?
This is $1,000 freaking dollars for a weekly. Go buy some food, y'all. Y'all. Scrub can buy another PS5. He wants $600 goddamn dollars. you know that if we're talking just in DualShock 4 controllers. That's 10 of them, not including the warranty. He could give those out to 10 Erics. If there's 10 other Erics in alternate universes that need PS4 controllers, I'm sure Scrub will gladly buy 10 DualShock 4 controllers and just chuck them to another dimension where those 10 Erics, who I'm sure will appreciate it, not getting hoed by their old controllers. Alternate universe Scrub, you can go do that. I don't know. Whatever the hell you want to do with $600, that's up to me. Either way, that's $600. That's $600 to do whatever you want. $300 for Zero Shadow Blood, do whatever you want, and $100 for whatever the hell Eric wants to do with bucks. I might need to take that from him, considering what he did earlier in the tournament, but I will have to kill him later.
Just locals. Just say you owe me. That's it.
Yeah,
Just say that.
Yep. You owe me.
I can't. I still just can't process this. This still doesn't even feel like it's real. I'm not going to lie. This feels like it's fiction. This is a weekly.
This is a weekly.
Oh my god.
This is a weekly.
Can I even close this out? Like, am I of the right frame of mind to even close out this stream? Oh my god.
You try your best, Chief.
Okay. Well, so big thank you to the players putting in all of their best efforts tonight. Thank you everybody for watching and for contributing to whatever this was tonight. Thank you to Paul Lay. Please, if you're able to, I hope you all are after tonight. I hope there's still money left in your wallets, because good God, if you're able to, please send some love to Paul Lay. We do have that Ko-Fi link in the chat. I'm still processing a lot of this. And thank you to him for providing the servers. Thank you E30 for streaming this. I feel like he definitely deserves a cut. I don't know how we can do that. But big thank you to him for putting this together in terms of streaming. Thank you to Kite and Books for the Matcherino, supporting that with their stuff in the marketplace. Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, BOA First to Experience Locals, whatever, all that, hopefully soon. Thank you to everybody. Just, that's all I have to say. Just thank you to everybody. And I just, as a TO, I never thought I would see something like this in an event that I'm running. This is insane to me. But thank you. I'm done. There's no more I can say. There is absolutely no more I can say. I'm done.
I love you. I love the BBTAG community. That's all I have to say.
No,
Y'all are
off of that. I love you all. BBTAG community is great, fantastic. Fuck everybody who says otherwise. Get this game in CEO. Get it.
Yeah.
True.
Send the message out, folks. This is what the community is able to support. We want this game in CEO. That is a fact. 100%.
This game, it deserves it, and I hope that not only that the sets tonight prove that there is a lot of love put into this game, but also this humongous support going out to all our players. Get that game up up to that major. Like, it deserves it. That's all I have to say. It deserves it. 100%.
Yeah, okay. I think I've covered literally everything that can come to mind. If you all have anything more to say, please, by all means, just say it and get it out there. Because, good God.
I think it's time for E30 to bring us home.
Yep. I think there's only one way we have to end this. and there's only one way we can end this.
Alright. Well, what a night. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone that came out tonight. Whether you were playing, watching, contributing, I appreciate all of you. And I'm so glad and I'm so honored to not only be able to stream this for you all, but be a part of this community. I love you all. But as always, all good things must come to an end eventually. And this has been WNF 2021 Online Edition BBTAG Episode 19. You're all wonderful. But for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, play BBTAG, and get the hashtag out, BBTAG for CEO 2021. But most importantly, shout out to Bird Gang.
Shout out to Bird Gang.
Have a good night, y'all.